All right, guys, we are back.
What up? What up? What up?
That is right. We're back in the building. So welcome back to the afternoon segment here. So afternoon part of the show. Quite the move there. Lunchtime fiasco, right? With price currently sitting at 30,572. So that 500 level got hit and taken out, guys, to the upside. So you got to love that.
What a pump. What a pump, guys. What a pump.
I mean, just some consolidation and then a break higher. So what do you do?
Was that 4-hour candle 500 points, D? 500.
Yeah. Kind of like the consolidation there, guys, right? You can see it. So there's the consolidation on the 5-minute chart, guys, and then the expansion kind of out of this thing, right? Back to the upside. So she gone 30,573. You look at the 4-hour chart right now. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bullish momentum kind of hanging out in that previous candle there, chat. So the reality is now, okay, well, what's the next level of interest? If it really keeps pushing here, then we are going to challenge that 650 area or higher, chat, right? Just kind of drawing out the next level off the higher time frame could be a level of interest. So we got to be mindful of 641 up to 736. Looks like an area potentially of interest for the bulls if the continuation is in play. Continuation move, I should say, is in play, guys. So a lot of bullish momentum here. Somebody was saying to get short earlier. They got to use the code PW, guys, right? Because we have done nothing but basically expanded. You haven't had a bearish candle since basically the 9 o'clock open candle. So whoever was trying to short this thing right now, they're in a corner somewhere crying, chat. So
Corn Dog Mary's Javier was in the bathroom from since the morning stream ended. You are wrong, sir.
He might have been, Chad. I'm not sure where he was, but we're going to figure it out. He might have been. But nevertheless, guys, we are back here. Afternoon show, getting ready to rock this thing out. Make no mistake about it, chat. So 30,585 is your high put in there on that candle. You're looking at the 5-minute chart, and maybe you got some FOMO because you're like, man, this thing is pumping. And you're right. I mean, it is hard to kind of watch it run right at the open of the candle, guys. A very small bottom wick on the 1-hour chart, and then you got the expansion here higher to the upside, chat. I mean, that's just what it is. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, right? I mean, it's clearly pumping here. We got a box drawn out for a potential price target. I think now you got to be kind of smart and trying to kind of frame a setup to try to get long, right? There's nothing right now saying to get short. 1-hour chart's bullish, 4-hour chart's bullish, daily candle at the moment now. It is bearish, but look at that long bottom wick, chat, right? So it's hard to kind of not state that.
And it's crazy. We had a little wick on that 4-hour candle, barely a wick. So are they just gonna pump it up and that's it? Is that what they're gonna do?
It's possible.
Is that what they're gonna do today?
It's possible.
Robert H195 says I'm long from 30,543.
Okay.
He's making money, huh? Well, you're up, buddy. You're making money, huh? So what's your target, Robert?
Yeah, I think you got to be a little strategic here, guys. Right? So I mean, I get it. You know, it's hard to watch it kind of run And the move here could be, right, maybe the next 5-minute candle opens up and gets some kind of expansion higher. That's just what it is, right? So I'm kind of waiting for that. It's still pumping. I mean, 600 level is the first level here, chat, that could get hit, and then you might get that continuation to the box, right? So, but I am definitely with you. There's a little bit of FOMO.
I mean, look at that 15-minute chart.
It's hard when, you start to stream right at 2, and then all of a sudden this thing is running, chat, to sit upside. But hey, I mean, that's trading. He said it stops at 581.25. I mean, that's not a bad stop. He basically got it below the current candle's low. That's how you would have to play this, guys, right? If you're convinced that there's going to be more upside here, you're expecting that the current candle's low does not get taken out. So we'll have to see how this plays out, chat, right? We'll see how it plays.
For those of you tuning in, what are we doing, guys? Are we red? Are we green? Are we break even? Where are we at in the day, guys? I see green, red right now, green, red, break even, green. A lot of green. Well, I think D-Money did a hell of a job earlier in this morning with the trades, so.
Green just need 300 more to pass the eval liquidity king. Hope you get it, honestly, right? So green, but you can't help but feel like it should be green. Hey, I mean, you're keeping it real in the field. I mean, that is something, chat, that basically you got to deal with. We talk about FOMO, right? That's actually in greed and tilt trading and fighting emotions, being disciplined, chat. That's part of it. I mean, sometimes you just don't catch. You know how many times, guys, you can't even count. I can guarantee you that, because I'm sure it's the same with you. You can't even count the amount of times you came to the chart and the market has ran without you guys, right? I mean, it is, that's just what it is, chat. So 30,586. All right, here's a bit of a retracement, right? Current 5-minute candle. Does this thing give us more of a pullback before expansion higher towards 600 level, or do we just pop it now?
Yeah.
Right? It's looking like they want to pop it now, but we'll see.
I would definitely like a test of that 14 EMA because overnight highs are also there, maybe for expansion.
Yeah, so if you look at the 15-minute chart, guys, it is bullish. You got 3 minutes left, a little bit over 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes and like 40 seconds at this point left. But we know that that level's up there, and I think they try to tap that level here, chat. The 600 level gets hit, right? So a lot of momentum in this 15-minute candle. Crazy expansion up. You got the box sitting here, 649. So I think the good news is if we need a retracement, right, and we kind of get the continuation, well, there's more room to the upside. So, got to be patient. So you got Warbucks right now, guys, 40% off equity accounts. You can get started for as cheap as $27 with a 5K equity account in regards to that flash sale. So make no mistake about it, guys. All the top stocks are available to trade. You got NVIDIA, Facebook, Google, Tesla, etc. $27 you can get started with an equity account. WarbucksBTC.com. You know the vibes.
Never FOMO mentorship is here. Yeah, that is something we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of like, all right, it's 212. The market has been, the market push. I think this is the second time, guys, that the market has kind of ran during that lunch period. It's kind of funny that's sometimes that lunch period is a dead time, right? Where there's not a lot of kind of like action. The market just kind of stalls out, goes into consolidation. But for some reason, over the last couple of days, we've got expansion. So, you got to fight through it. You got to be able to kind of, if your account's green, are you really?
Come on, retracement. Come on.
Right? Or are you really kind of biting at the bit, chat? Or are you able to wait? There's 595, 30-minute chart. It is bullish as well, right? We know that this whole thing started, in my opinion, off of these lows down here. 185, 30,183 to 185, right? Got the triple bottom and then just an expansion to the upside, right? I would love, and Javier saying the same thing, right? But will we get it, guys, right? You would love some kind of pullback to 542 to kind of join this party, but I mean,
sometimes we don't get that.
Might not get it.
Also, I mean, I'm looking here at the 5-minute chart. Like, when was the last time we had a closure below the 14 EMA?
Yeah, I mean,
11, 50.
Yeah, because we're trending, we're trending up, right? So it is holding strong, guys. The uptrend, right? I think got to be smart here. If you haven't already, do us a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes, guys. So we talked obviously this morning, said we're gonna deep dive into this a little bit more, the agenda topics that we had here. So day number 4, chat, talked about greed, revenge trading, fear of missing out. Well, fear of missing out, this is an example right here, because I'm sure there's a lot of people in the chat that have some FOMO, right? Fear of missing out because of this upside move. If you did not catch it, you're kind of watching now, and you're kind of waiting for a price to hopefully retrace, come back down, and give you a better entry, right? So 45 minutes left on the current 1 hour candle. 555 is the low, right? So if you're kind of watching this, you're like, well, that previous current candle's wick, bottom wick is not large, but is that enough to kind of push us higher, right? Meaning that they don't need a large retracement, that we're just going to continue up to this box. But it is hard, Chad. I think you have to realize, how many times have you gotten burned trying to short or trying to get long up here, and then all of a sudden there's a steep pullback, and then you're regretting life, right? So
I have, because I mean the new 15-minute candle just opened too, so hopefully we could get that wick,
Yeah, yeah. You will want some kind of push down here, right? So the 14 EMA is sitting at 30,548, chat, on the 5-minute chart. So can we get a push down to the 14? That is an ideal entry area, possibly for me, right? If we start to kind of show some strength down here at this level for possibly an entry, and then you're trying to ride this thing to new highs up here above 600.
To the moon.
So if you haven't already, guys, do us a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We hit 2,000 plus likes on the morning show. We're trying to get to 1,000 likes this afternoon,
Come on, guys. Give us 1,000 likes and I will be dunking on D-Money. 1,000 likes. And I got you with the video.
Yeah. We know that's not factual, chat. So I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we know that's not happening. There's 30,583
on a 7-foot hoop. Hey, maybe
on a Fisher Price 3-foot hoop, chat. All right, so we got 279 likes. Just logged in to kind of check that, guys. We got 279 likes. We got some work to do there. So we're going to start ramping up here as we get closer to power hour. So we got some work to do. Do me a solid, hit the like button. Don't be shy, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, we rock out Monday through Friday no later than 9 a.m. trying to make a little monies.
Damn, day 4 and hobby's getting tough. Hey man, I gotta stand my ground here, because D-Money has been giving me that BDH rookie treatment, man. I gotta, you know.
Gene like the pants 23. D-Money has no jump shot. Well, Gene, you know, I appreciate the, you know, the support there, but you know, the reality is that D-Money had enough of a jump shot to beat down PW, right? So if you know, when Denny's here and Denny wants to challenge the jump shot, he's gonna get it as well. So I'm not concerned, right? I had a lot of chippies that should have went in.
Shout out to
during
Gene.
that horse contest, and it didn't drop. So
shout out to Gene.
Finally, a small pullback. Yeah, I agree. Right.
That's
so
good.
I'm kind of watching this to see if we can get more.
Definitely want a deeper pullback though.
Got no top, very small top wick as well, guys. Right on the current 15-minute candle, but I want more of a pullback, but will we get it? That's the question. I mean, unfortunately we're kind of getting the expansion now, right back up here, chat. So might have to be a little quick on the trigger. Bottom wick put in 591 area, kind of hanging out there. Will they push this thing higher? Yep. This is where it gets a little bit more, I guess, difficult, chat, right? Because it's like, man, you wanted a deeper retracement. You got that bottom wick. We swiped 2 candles lows on the 5-minute chart, right? And then we bounce right back up. So 15-minute candle here. You got the low here that did not get taken out, 30,574. You gotta love it, chat, right? You get some consolidation for an extended period of time, and then all of a sudden you get you get expansion, including lunchtime, where we know that's not a lot of people probably caught that move, to be honest, right, on that breakout. Are you guys doing this every day? Space. Tomorrow is day number 5. That's the last day of the mentorship, guys. We've been rocking out all week, right? So tomorrow's day number 5. And that's what it is. So we'll talk a little bit tomorrow in regards to kind of like win rate and maybe creating like some kind of daily trading plan, guys, right? So, and that's not going to be anything crazy, but I think it's definitely worth kind of talking through, right? What kind of routine you have from a daily standpoint, right? Daily routine, entry exit criteria, some more risk management, and going from there, chat. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow.
Shout out to Gorilla and Stuff. Going to be sad to see Javier leave. Wow, that is the nicest comment I have read so far since
there you go.
Since my 4-day streaming here with the BDH. So
there you go, man.
I think I'm gonna start feeling myself a little bit now.
Oh, here we go. Guy wants to
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gorilla. I love it here at the BDH. They have been nothing but the best. Shout out to Ginger and D-Money, and shout out to PW. Good luck in the race, man.
Thought you were already feeling yourself. I'm fine, John. Is it Hamlin 30? Corn dogs for everyone. Yeah, we're gonna give you a corn dog timeout because we
get them out of here.
There is not corn dogs for everyone. The money will not be partaking in that. So you got yourself a corn. You gotta love how people try to. They want you to have a corn dog because they're having a corn dog, guys, right? It's very interesting. So, no, I would not be partaking in that. You got yourself a time out there. First time out of the afternoon show. You got to love it.
Send them to the VIP. So can we get this expansion here, or we're gonna keep going for deeper retracement is the question.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's saying, would you short here? Well, I mean, we're in an uptrend, guys, right? So am I interested in kind of shorting this? I'm not, to be honest. I'm looking for an entry to get long until that changes, but could there be some points here? Possibly. I mean, I got literally a box mapped out on the screen of a potential area that we could be headed to, which is 30,533 here, guys. And that's only because that's the EMA. It makes sense, right? That's like a nice area that could want to get hit. Doesn't mean it has to get hit, because we've seen a lot of wicks being put in on the way up. So, but if they're going to flush us lower, that is an area of interest, in my opinion, the 14 EMA, chat. And that will put you basically down here at 550 area. Want some kind of higher low, double bottom, something similar to that, chat, right? To kind of form out, and then maybe continuation to the upside here. $223, you got the 15-minute chart. Previous candles bullish. You had a lot of, I mean, right? Bullish, bullish, bullish. So a lot of kind of obviously consecutive bullish candles off of that 200 EMA, excuse me, chat. So just kind of telling you that there's strength here in this directional move. That 10 a.m. reversal worked. Yeah, sometimes that does work, Josh, in all honesty, right? I mean, you got to be honest. Sometimes, if you watch it close enough, you will see that sometimes you do get that reversal. But if you, I mean, you got to be mindful too, chat, that people call it that, but is that not the open of a new 4-hour candle, right? A lot of times the higher time frame candle opening, that's what it really is, right? That's a 4-hour new candle opening. So the reality is you had some selling pressure, you had the new candle open up, and then we push higher. So you have to kind of be mindful, but one of the things I did not do, guys, which is very kind of strange, right? So let's map out this level really quick. So you got, typically we do that, right? So you got the high of 807.75, yesterday's daily candle level. Gotta map that out real quick here, chat. So 807.75. And you got yesterday's daily candle low sitting at 478.25, right? So 478.25.
Yeah.
Just for context, to kind of know where we're sitting. And you kind of look at the 15-minute chart, we have bounced off of that low, right, for the next kind of leg up. In all honesty, chat, right? Typically, we do map out the daily candle high and low. So you had a reaction, kind of like a push-up retracement and a push-up here, consolidation, and then going higher. So that tells me that there's a good chance that we're headed to 644 or higher, right? If this uptrend continues. Trying to challenge this box, you break that, then obviously 30,800. So keep in mind, chat, you got NFP on tap tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. And a lot of times price will have some kind of whether volatility stalling out, kind of trying to pick a direction, right? Right now clearly we're kind of rebounding to the upside here, so we'll have to see how that plays. But you got NFP coming up tomorrow, red folder on the calendar. Which prop firms do daily payouts, scalping strategy? Yeah, you got to take Profit Trader, guys. That's a very popular prop firm that offers you daily payouts. Make no mistake about it. You also have options with Tradeify, because if you go with the select account, you're able to take either daily or basically weekly payouts. You have an option there as well. So those are definitely two popular options, but Take Profit Trader for sure is the most popular one for daily payouts, chat. So use the code PW. It's going to get you the best deal. You know the vibes. If you want to do some comparison, you're able to compare at onlypropfirms.com, chat. We got you covered. So Javier, in a time like this, what would you typically be doing? Obviously, right, you missed the initial pump here. You come to your charts and you're a little frustrated because of the movement.
Yeah, so basically I'm just looking at, right now we're just consolidating a little bit in the 5 minute.
Yeah.
I got that range already on my chart. I know that we're bullish, right? So I really wanted to see a retracement deeper into that 14 EMA to see if we could continue the momentum towards the upside, towards that box that you had on your screen.
Yep.
So literally right now, what I would be doing is just sitting on my hands until I get that confirmation. Just, right now we're just ranging. So just be patient and see if we could get that set up for the possible long.
So right now, guys, you got Take Profit Trader 30% off and no activation fee using the code PW, chat, right? So you got some options down here. So, I love the 50K accounts, guys, right? So you got a 50K account here. You're able to kind of take advantage of, right? No daily loss limit, right? For the 50K account, end of day drawdown, trailing drawdown here, be consistent. So your most profitable day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit. So you got to understand that, right? You got a 50% there. But once you get that rolling, guys, and you're able to upgrade the account and you're funded, things get really spicy, because as you can see here on the funded stage, right, you got day one withdrawals. So somebody wanted to know the popular one. Take Profit Trader by far is the most popular, guys. You're able to get daily payouts here, right? 80-20 split. In the Pro account, you get over to Pro Plus, you get upgraded to Pro Plus, you're able to take out 90%, 90-10 profit split, chat, right? Able to have 5 accounts. Maximum withdrawal amount, there's no max in these accounts, guys, so keep that in mind as well. That's why people love it. Very, very popular. So use the code PW, chat.
Use code PW.
Gonna get you the best deal, 30% off, no activation. You know the vibes. All right, so you got some kind of bottom put in here, chat. You got a low, higher low, higher low. Do we pop out of this above 600? Yeah. Right, that would be about 10 points on a pop. I do like the thought of that, right? Because you had kind of like a slowdown of price kind of up here, but I need to see some follow through, right, to be interested. So we'll see if this kind of holds up, or do we flush lower. So if you're trying to get long here, more than likely your stop is probably 577, previous candle's low, and you're trying to anticipate we get more upside, but we'll see if that kind of works itself out. This is a scary, I mean, you got to be honest though, this is a scary looking 15-minute candle, guys, right? So kind of could be hinting at more downside. So there's some conflicting information. Something's not going to hold, right? Either the 15-minute chart is going to flush here to the downside, or that 5-minute chart's going to hold up and we're going to push back up. You got to go probably with the higher time frame bias, chat. And right now, I mean, that is a scary kind of looking 15-minute candle, in my opinion. Meaning that could be a deeper retracement on deck, chat. And you got room to the downside. You got room here, guys. So somebody wanted to know where shorts in play. Well, now that 15-minute candle closed the way that it closed, you got to be mindful that the 14 EMA is sitting here basically at 30,505. So there's a lot of room, right? About 75 points from the current price level right now. So do they want to take it that low before going higher? 5-minute chart right now, you know, it's getting a little scary for the 5-minute chart kind of trader that was hoping that this would hold up, right? It's not holding, guys, right? That low got broken. So that you got a low, higher low, it just got broken. So that's kind of telling you that the bulls are kind of losing that battle up here, right, at this price level. The bears are stepping in with aggression, and they're trying to take us, to be honest here, lower maybe to the 14. We'll find out. Maybe for a better entry, right? You don't care if you're a bull because you want maybe a better entry to go higher, right? Bit of a consolidation here, breakout to the downside, maybe towards 558. The 4-hour needs a little drawdown before we can keep going up. Yeah, and that is accurate as well, because I mean, if you take off all these arrows, to make sure you can see basically the range of that previous 4-hour candle, chat, right? So the range of the previous 4-hour candle is 415 points. So do you want to get long without a little bit deeper retracement? That is the question, right? It has to be something convincing that wants you to probably join the party up here, right? Because that is a 400 plus point mover. So let's see how this plays out. We're right at the 14 EMA 5-minute chart. We're going to find out either way, chat. If you haven't already, do us a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes, guys. We got over 1,600 people rocking out. Do us a solid, hit the like button. If you haven't already, chat. Trying to get to 1,000 likes. We had 2,000 plus likes on the morning show.
Let's go.
Trying to keep that streak alive here.
Let's go.
With 1,000 likes. That will put us over 3,000 on the day. We hit that yesterday. Can we do it today? That is the question, guys. We're rocking out here. Day number 4 with Javier in the house.
Let's go. Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. Let's make some money. Make some money.
Double top on the 30-minute chart. I mean, so the way that it works, where are you guys seeing a double top on the 30-minute chart?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Am I missing something,
I
guys?
don't think so.
So a double top
is
basically it needs first of all, the candle has to close out, right? You can't just say it's a double top. I mean, based on how I trade, guys, let me say that I can't really call this a double top until you get a double top, basically, right? I mean, you need some kind of rejection here, and then you need another retrace, so perfect example, guys, like down here, this is clear, right? This would be a double bottom. You got two bottoms, and actually this is a triple bottom that we talked about earlier, right? And that's because the candles close and they form that pattern. So you have to acknowledge it. You can't say that it's not there. But if you're just looking at it from a reactionary standpoint and you're like, oh, this is a triple top, like, what are you really, right? How are you getting to that double top? How are you getting to that, right? I mean, like I said, it is looking scary because there is a lot of downside down here, guys, right, to go if they really want to flush it. The 1-hour chart's having a hard time. You got a long top wick. So that is not great. I mean, you got to acknowledge that. Do we drop lower?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens here in this 14 EMA.
It's a triple top on 1 minute, 30 minute. Or 1 minute, sorry. 1 minute, 30,595. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's, maybe that's the time frame they meant to put, guys, but I don't see that on, I mean, am I missing something here? I don't see a double top on a 30-minute chart. I just don't see it, but to each his own.
Will it defend this 14 EMA?
I see a bull flag about to be in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're all right. So what you're watching for now, guys, is something similar to what happened here, right? At 1 o'clock. You're looking for something similar to this, where this box is, guys, where my cursor is going over. You want the same kind of price action. Price was able to kind of was in consolidation, pushed down, formed some bottom wicks, and then expanded back higher, which would take us above 600. If the bulls are stepping in here with aggression. If we lose the 14 EMA at 560, look out, right? There's a lot of downside that could be in place. So somebody said we either bounce or we go higher.
We either go up or we go down.
Yeah, we either go. He said we either go up or we go up. I mean, that's what he's saying. So chat just be saying stuff.
Yeah.
D Bunny, can we get a frozen yogurt? No, we cannot, Alex.
What a question.
So let's send you to
for a timeout.
Let's send you to Never Never Land. So there you go. You got a 5-minute timeout. Alex is in Never Never Land, guys, because that will not be happening. So oh man, you gotta love it, chat. Like, why would you send that to D Bunny? Come on, man. We're definitely not getting no yogurt and taking a walk on the beach, getting our toes in the sand. That's not happening, chat. Why not the 8 or 9? Yeah, I prefer, it's a preference thing, chat. So you have your own preference, right? I prefer the 14, 15, 200. I leverage the higher time frame, and they tend to work very well with the higher time frame. Alex could be a girl. No, we've already acknowledged that he's not a girl. So Alex is definitely not a girl.
There's the rain.
As promised, guys, if you were on the morning show, we talked about the rain coming in here, and it is clearly here. I don't know if you can hear it, but we're getting a free car wash outside as we wait for Price to do his thing.
The rain saves D Money again from getting hooped.
Hey, D Money, does the big top wick on the 1 hour scare you out of lawns currently? Mummy gum? Is that here? Oh, yeah. I mean, that doesn't look good, right? I mean, like, why, what we had to do, guys, is we literally mapped out the 4 hour chart's range, right? So when you map out that range, and let's take off this bottom box, there is literally a very small couple point wick on the current 4 hour candle, guys, to the downside. So yeah, I mean, you can't lie. It is scary. When you get a 400 plus point push in one direction up and you got a couple point bottom wick on the current 4 hour candle, that is not looking too hot, chat. Maybe we need a deeper retracement. Obviously, if we lose the 14 EMA here, 5-minute chart could be targeting down here towards 520. So let's see how this plays, chat. Right, I think that's where, in my opinion, that could be possibly a safer short, is losing this 14, guys, because we haven't had a closure below it since basically 11:45, right? The 11:45 candle. So we need to lose that 14 EMA, and I think you could get more downside here. That would be more convincing to get short. We've had too many bounces off of it so far to just get short right at the EMA. I need a candle that closes below it, chat. That's how I trade with the EMAs, right? Because it could be a signal of a trend change, right? You lose those EMAs, a lot of times that's the signal of a trend change. And in this case, that would be to the downside. Somebody said short with all caps. Yeah, you can put all caps, but that doesn't mean that it's definite here, right?
Momentum, bro.
But like I said, I mean, there is room down there. Wouldn't be surprised if we continue lower. We got to drop a poll here in the chat, guys. We got you covered. God. Don't you worry. So I know Javier is regretting this, but we got to keep the tradition alive, chat. We got to get a poll going here because we're getting ready for power hour. So I am very curious, based off of the current price action, what you guys think is going to happen with the market.
I would like to repeat, I do not consent to anything that D Money's currently typing. I am not aware of anything that's going to be on the chat. Here we go. Shout out to Fon Johns 406. This man has commented my name like 60 times today. He's apparently in love with me. I've seen him type my name out like 30 times already.
Hey, I mean, hey, when
I think he has a poster of my face in his room, for sure.
All right, guys, so we got you covered here. Here is the poll here. So you got 3 options, guys. Make sure you get your option in here. So we need to know what's going on in the chat, right? So you got 3 options here, chat. Power hour, dump or pump, chat, right? Dump or pump, or Javier can't do a stomach crunch. Yeah. Now let me start this off the right way, guys. Javier was very adamant about telling D Money that he has measured his biceps, guys, and he knows the inches of his biceps. So I'm very confused on that because D Money has never measured his biceps, right? But Javier apparently knows his measurements of his biceps, chat. So, stomach crunches are very painful if you're out of shape, and we need to know how you guys are feeling. So right now, 51% of the chat feels like Javier cannot do a stomach crunch, guys. Now that is very concerning. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Javier, we're gonna give you a solo shot there because we need to know how you're feeling.
That's easy.
In regards to
the poll.
This poll, because it's not looking too hot for you. So
I guarantee you guys can't even run a mile for whoever voted against me.
Hey, I mean,
keep doubting me, man. Keep doubting me.
I don't know about running a mile, but I don't know about that.
50% things I can't do a stomach crunch. That's crazy.
Yeah, but chat.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
If you notice how Javier strategically gravitated towards running a mile, guys. We're not talking about running a mile. We're talking about you doing a hardcore stomach crunch here, sir. Where that burrito or whatever you had for lunch. I don't know, guys. He had some chicken and I don't know the sides, but he had some pretty good looking chicken there. So for lunch, can he crunch that out? Right. That's the question. Right now, the chat is not convinced. So 30,571 here, chat. Kind of holding on to the 14 EMA on a 5-minute chart.
Come on, I want to see this thing go.
I think we're going to get an answer pretty soon here, guys, as far as who's winning the battle, right? So I know people were saying get short, right? They wanted to short right away. You got to stick to how you trade, guys. There's nothing wrong with that. If you got short, great, right? If you got short up here at maybe 578, okay, you're up maybe 10 points or so, right? Maybe a little bit more now because it's dropping. That's fine. But I would love to get a candle kind of closing below here, kind of signifying that this trend temporarily to the upside is over, guys, and trying to target more lows. So that's just the thought process here. We'll see. But get your votes in. Get your votes in, guys. We're getting ready for power hour. Make no mistake about it.
Where's the poll?
Right now, 27% feeling like we're going to dump, 26% feeling like we're going to pump, and unfortunately, Javier, 46%. They feel like you can't do a stomach crunch, man. And I don't know, how that came about, but D Money's just, hey, I'm just keeping it real here. So what do you what do you do?
D Money always setting me up, man.
Hey, you gotta
set me up.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it, chat. Can you do a pull-up? So Mug wants to know, can you do a pull-up, Javier? Notice the push back up here, chat. You see how you're getting that reaction here? You had a nice 5-minute candle closure. And then now you got that bottom wick. Well, this is span back to the upside. Was that a deep enough retracement to go higher, guys? That's the question here.
There we go. There we go.
Right? We have not had a candle that closed below the 14 EMA as of yet, guys. I'm going to try a quick long. I'm going to try this, guys. Let's see if it works out, right? Oh, wow.
Come on.
There's 5 points already. Trying a quick long, guys. Stop is going to be back below 565, right? If it breaks below 565, I don't want to be in it. Want a 10-point trade here,
Let's
chat.
go. Come on.
Minimum, right? See if we can get up here. To the upside, right?
Come on.
Got pretty close, actually, to 10 points. Do the Bulls have a little bit more in the tank, or are we going to pull back? That's the question, right? But that's just basically paying off. We have not had a candle that closed below the 14 EMA, guys. Trying to get 10 points. Can we get it? We're going to find out. 1 hour chart right now. This is the 1 hour chart. Kind of looking a little suspect here with that wick, but we will see. I think it's worth the shot because we have not had a candle closure below it as of yet. So maybe this is the first one. Who knows? Looking for 10 points, chat. Will we get it? Up towards that 596, right? Top of the box that we had drawn out previously, right? So 10-point possibility here. Let's see. We're almost there, guys. Right at it, right? Right at 10 points. All right, there's 10 points. We're going to take that off, guys. We'll take the W there. First trade here of the afternoon. Drop a W in chat if you took the long, you got paid. Right. Saw the reversal kind of creeping into the market here and took it, right? So took the bounce right off the 14 EMA, wrote that thing up, dropped the W's in the chat. You got to love it. Have not broken down yet, chat, right? I mean, we have not broken down. So, hey. We will see how this plays. Thought process there was pretty simple. Can't close below the 14 as of yet, guys. You get long off the 14 EMA and ride this thing back up. And I think they try to pop 600 level here. So it sounds like Javier is still long, Chad.
I'm still long.
He's being a little secretive over here, but Javier is clearly long. I heard a let's go, so we're gonna give him a solo shot and kind of put the frame on him here. We got the sports kind of rolling through the top there, guys. Make no mistake about it. So I love that. Kind of keeping you updated on what's going on in the sports world at the same time. But you got Javi here. He's long. What's your take profit? What's your stop loss? Kind of talk us through your thought process.
Right now, I'm looking for 595.
Okay. So you're looking for the top here to get broken.
Yeah. My entry. I entered before you said it. I mean,
you were long before.
I entered at 573.
You didn't even tell me, sir. This is what, guys. He's a little tight about the stomach crunch. Poll here, but I mean, Javier's taking trades without me, so you gotta love it. So his entry was better than mine. So
yeah, so
you're at break even.
Yeah.
So I know you normally say if you're up 10 points, you put it at break even.
Yeah, right now my entry was 74 or 73, so I'll put it like at 75. Cover fees. We'll see if I could get more expansion. If not, then it's all right.
Somebody said, what a chump. This guy. Hazel. Well, I mean, I can't be upset that he got a better entry. I mean, right? I mean, I'm not offended by that. Good for him. I mean, that's trading. So he probably, he's looking at the reaction off the EMA.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for, yeah.
I mean, good for him, guys. I'm not disappointed about it. I'm just giving him a hard time, but I'm not disappointed.
Shout out to Steel. Javi isn't running a signal service. He knows what's up.
When you're right, you're right. Do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. We got over 1,800 people rocking out with the BDH. We're going to ramp up here a little more going into Power Hour, guys. So you got about a minute or two left on the poll. We'll get this thing locked in and get the results flying. So lock in your vote. got 3 options here: market pump, dump, or Javier can't do a stomach crunch. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I heard Ginger laughing about that that third option as well. So I don't know if Ginger voted or not, but you know,
Ginger wouldn't laugh at
about
me.
That stomach crunch.
Ginger wouldn't laugh at me.
No.
So I don't know if Ginger put a vote in, guys. You never know. Ginger may have put a vote in, and she was, you know, yeah, she said the market would pump. Oh man. Well, we're going to find out here, guys. I know that, you know, it's a little painful to kind of watch this thing, right? But that was the best entry, I believe, off the EMA, 565 to 570. And then you're trying to ride it up to the top here. You had a nice 10-point trade there. We'll see what else we can frame.
Come on, man.
Don't take yourself too serious. Got to be able to laugh at yourself. I agree 100% Fun John, right? Because, I mean, Chad, if you can't laugh and joke around, what do you have in life, right? Life is hard for everybody, Chad. Everybody has something going on in their life, whether with family or something, right? So if you can't laugh, guys, I think that was one of the things, in all honesty, Chad, that gravitated me towards the BDH and watching PW from years back was having some laughs, being able to laugh, guys, right? Being able to kind of tune in every day and know that there is something crazy PW's gonna say something crazy, or right, there's gonna be something funny, him dancing, twerking, whatever it is, guys, right? That kind of takes the load off sometimes, right? Yeah. Trading can be hard, trading can be boring, trading can be stressful, and you know, I think that's one of the things that the BDH,
just take that off,
you know, you're able to kind of look forward to, right? There's something, you know, there's going to be some laughs at some point. Something's coming. Make no mistake about it. So we got to keep that going. Trump is tweeting away on Truth Social, election stuff, no war stuff, waiting for him to do his daily market manipulation to the rich girl. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. We know that there's been some very strange. Now, we got to say this, chat, right? We got to mention this because tomorrow is NFP. So if we get a crazy pump, how high can we go, right? Well, I think the thought process would be that 31,000 could be a level of interest. I think it would be, you know, I think it would serve us right to kind of call out that level here. Is that going to get us there? We're going to find out. But 31,000, we're not too far off from hitting that level, right? Just over 400 points. So it is a possibility. All right, we're going to finalize the poll here, guys. Got a decent sample size for the afternoon. You'll see the results coming through. So
there's no way that my percentage.
I'm author 31K for sure.
Oh,
yeah, I agree.
geez.
I think that would be a level, right? So there it is. You got Javier here. 40% of the chat feel like he can't do a stomach crunch, guys. So unfortunately, that is.
Damn, chat.
You know, that's the result.
Damn, chat.
So he put his hat to the back, guys, to try to be, you know, kind of influence you guys a little bit more by putting the hat to the back, but apparently it did not work. So the result is the result of the poll.
I hope one day I could create polls, because I'm gonna get you back, D.
Unfortunately, it won't be this week, sir. So
Ginger, I need your help.
Unfortunately, this is not the week. So yeah, the 14 EMA sitting here. Somebody said, can we lose it? Yeah, I'm not sure. We got to wait and find out. You got a few minutes left here on this 5-minute candle. So you can do one of two things, guys, right? We can draw out the range that we've been kind of hanging out in here. I think that's appropriate at this point, right? Draw out the range and you wait for a break in either direction, guys. Yeah. Right? That's the best thing I think at this point to do. We had a long, took the long, was able to catch 10 points, right? 10-pointer. You know, I mean, that's about all you can get. Price was running here without us kind of right at the start of the stream. So now I think we got to wait for more information. We get a break to the upside. I mean, you're looking for obviously higher highs towards this box up here we got mapped out. Takes us to over 700, 650 to 700 plus. We lose it to the downside. I think we're going to challenge 513, right? Maybe lower 500. So Got to be patient. D-Money, can you explain how to be on the right side of the trend? For some reason, I am always on the wrong side of the market, sick of blowing accounts. Yeah. So you're going to be on the right side of the trend the majority of the time, guys, if you leverage the higher time frame, right? The higher time frame is going to keep you, and you're looking at momentum on the higher time frame. Look at the size of the candles, guys, right? When you see a double bottom on the 1 hour chart, that is not something you're trying to short, in my opinion. Right down here, you got that double bottom that formed on the 1 hour chart. You're looking to get long, right? You're looking to get long. And if you're trying to short it because you saw the selling pressure, well, clearly they could not go lower, right? Down here, this is a double bottom. That's a reversal pattern. So you're looking to join that trend to the upside. The other thing you can also do is you want to look at the EMAs and how they're positioned, because if we're trending in one direction, guys, and here's that selling pressure,
yep,
kind of stepping in.
Will we break down now finally, or what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
So you can see the kind of, the selling pressure kind of stepping in here, guys, right? So, but if you're looking for this whole move that happened, you are looking for clues that the market is going to continue, right, in a specific direction. So in this case, for the upside, guys, you want the EMAs to be respected, right? You get a push above them, you get a retracement back below them. And we actually took longs here in the morning session, right? This was a long setup. So because you got EMAs, candle closing above the 14 and the 200, you got a continuation push back to the EMA. Consolidation, breakout to the upside. All right, here we go. Here's that downside momentum kind of stepping in here, chat, that we wanted, right? Something. Give us something from a momentum standpoint to try to join the party. So 40 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle, guys. Keep in mind, this is the level that we got mapped out here. If we lose that box, this will be probably the first area of interest that we kind of try to get to. 5-minute chart. So somebody was saying like a double top, or now this is more like a double top, guys, right? Yeah, this is not looking too hot for the bulls. You got 10 seconds left. So this next candle, this is the first candle, guys, since the 11 o'clock hour that we've had a drop and a close below the 14 EMA. So now I want to push up really quick and then more continuation down here, chat, to the downside, right? Flush these lows of the previous 5-minute candle and take us lower. That's what you would want to see here. Push up, form some kind of top wick, and then expand back to the downside, right? If this is a true kind of continuation move down, right? Other than that, this is just simply a push to go higher, right? Retracement to go higher, chat. You want to see the bear stepping in now right off that 14 EMA because we closed below it, guys, and we get the continuation down. And then you would be targeting down here to like 540, right? If they can flush it. But there's a battle going on at the bottom of the range. Currently a battle going on. This is a new 1 hour candle as well, chat. And that previous 1 hour candle closed bearish with a long top wick. So price could be trying to push up, challenge that top wick, and then maybe expand lower. Let's see how this plays. So you gotta love it, right? I mean, you get a violent push, and then wicks can sometimes kind of be a bad thing, chat, meaning that because you hate those retracements, right? But they could be necessary to kind of go lower in this case, right? Kind of dig into that top wick previous candle, and then you flush McGush here.
Flush McGush. What is Javier eating? I'm eating some fruit snacks.
Yeah, Javier is chomping away over here, guys.
Shout out to Ginger for hooking us up with the snacks.
Javier is chomping away here. We're looking for a breakdown here for a potential short, and you got Javier inhaling the fruit snacks here. I think he said he's not worried, chat, because hey, the poll came out already. People know that he can't do the stomach crunch. So I guess he was just like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna help myself here to some fruit snacks. Price is hanging on. And no follow through yet to the downside, guys. Pretty strong push right back up, right? 15-minute candle. This is what you're dealing with on a 15-minute chart.
Somebody said Javier. Oh, dang it, where'd it go? Javier eating fruit snacks while D-Money's looking for like one.
Oh, man. I'm glad I didn't see it. All right, is it flush McGush time, guys? Right, you got the previous candles high up here, all the way at 592. So, do we get a sell-off here, or do we get continuation back up? The 5-minute candle right now is obviously having a hard time. It's not breaking down. It's back at the 14. You got a minute and 22 seconds left. Somebody said Trump was tweeting, right, on True Social.
Trump makes an announcement on coal industry.
Yeah, that's...
It doesn't say what time he's going to speak, though.
Having a battle here with the Bulls and the Bears, right at that 14 EMA, and that 15-minute chart, guys, is holding up so far. Got a lot of time left as well, right? 10 minutes, 38 seconds. So I think if we get back below 555, guys, you are looking for a break of that previous candle's low as well, right? Headed back down here towards this box at 514. That's just my thought process, chat. So in other words, the bulls need to hold the current candle's low, right? That they don't want to see that low get taken out. And clearly they are not kind of giving up the battle as of yet. So close right back inside that range. So no breakdown. Push right back up as of right now. They are not flushing lower. So
there you go.
Yeah, I mean that is a strong reaction, chat. Right back up. 30,580. The Bulls are back in control. Held the 14 EMA. You had one candle close below it, and then you had a breakout here to the upside. So I may be looking to join this party here, chat, because a lot of times when you get that kind of like you get a drop and you get a push right back up immediately, that could be an indication that we're going to head even higher, guys, right? They did not flush this down. Looking at the 1 hour chart, we know that the previous 1 hour candle had that wick that they probably wanted to dig into, that top wick, and that's clearly what they're doing at the moment. So which would put us the high of that previous candle, 598. Trump speaking from Oval Office. Yeah. All right, bro. Wait till lunch. Huh?
Wait till lunch.
Lunch is over.
What do you want to mean, dinner?
Yeah, maybe that's what he's saying. Yeah, maybe it's lunch for you, but here, South Florida, it's already it's 3 o'clock, guys. Lunch is over.
Dang, it's 3 o'clock already. Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's 3:07. Something's building up here, chat. What is it gonna be? What direction are we headed? You got Lucid accounts right now, 50% off. 2 accounts using the code PW, guys. Right after that, it goes to 30% off. I love the Lucid Flex accounts. You're able to trade the 50K accounts, and no consistency rule when you're funded. Yeah, this is looking not looking like they want to break this thing down here, guys. That was a pretty strong reaction off of the 14 EMA right back up. So let me see here, 570. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of that, chat, right? You got Trump speaking, so you got to be a little cautious with the price action because of him. You know, if he says one thing, it could definitely kind of skew the market in either direction. Make no mistake about it. You know, it looked weak at one point, right? But you had that violent push right back up. And maybe now the selling pressure kind of steps in back to the downside.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Not just hanging out in the middle of the range.
Yeah.
Wait for a break, right? I think that's what's gonna probably pay off here, Chad, is wait for a break.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait for a solid break.
I think it's a similar situation like earlier, right, D?
Yeah.
I remember earlier they were just yoking it back and forth, and then finally had that breakdown.
Yeah, we need a directional move here, guys, right? So sometimes it's best just to kind of wait. You got Trump speaking, so I think either way they pull this thing, I think you'll get some volatility. So hopefully we'll be able to join that directional move, right? Depending on which way they want to take it. So.
Here comes the dip. Trump said Javier can't do a stomach crunch. Wow.
Yeah, even Trump knows, chat, right? I mean, it is very concerning, but will they lose this 14 EMA, guys? Yeah. And kind of get back down here towards 559.
Maybe take those lows out at 549 if it could do that.
Because I mean, and this is what we were referring to, why it's probably best to wait, chat. You got high, lower high, wick. You want to break down here, and then it's continuation to maybe like 513. So another test of the bottom of the box.
Will we finally break down?
If you haven't already, guys, while we wait for this to play out, right? Kind of losing the box here. If you haven't already, do us a solid, hit the like button, chat. Trying to get to 1,000 likes here. Hook your boy up with a like here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do, chat. So the last time I checked, we had some work to do. So let's see where we're sitting. All right, looking a little convincing here. 556. Feel like this thing is gonna flush Magush, man.
Flush Magush?
Yeah, down here towards 517, guys. You know, you know that is this a delayed kind of drop here? Was this a fake out to kind of trap some people up here and then we flush lower? We'll see. Keep bouncing right from that same level, bottom of the range. But I mean, you know, I think this is could pick up some steam here, guys, to the downside. Let's see how this candle you got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Should be the box down here, right? If they really get it going. Keep in mind we had a 400 plus point move to the upside here, chat. I think we are setting up here for more downside stepping into the market. So you got to be quick here, because a lot of times that flush will happen really quick, chat, and you're not able to kind of react if you didn't take heed to the commentary, right? So people get frustrated, but there's 548. You hate that too, because it's gonna flush without that candle closing, right before that candle closes out. That's what it's looking like here, guys. $15-minute candle, got a couple minutes left here. Look at how bad the 15-minute candle looks, chat. Right, so question is, do they need another retracement up to go lower? Right, you got WikiWik, you got a high up here put in, lower high. Looks nasty. 56 seconds left. What are you thinking, Javier?
I mean, I'm just waiting for it to give me more confirmation.
Yeah,
because I thought I was gonna. I actually took a trade. I thought it was gonna flush after it broke that EMA, and we had that closure below that 14 EMA.
Yeah,
and it just got pulled back. So I took a loss there.
All right, right back inside of. You gotta love it, chat. Sometimes all you can do is laugh at the price action. So right back inside of the range, hanging out right below it. You got 30,558 sitting here. Will we get a push up here and then a flush lower, chat? Man, let's see. 575 would be a stop. See, I don't want a 25-point stop here, but you might have to give it to it, chat. I mean, look at the 30-minute candle. It does not look good at all, guys. Right? I mean, that is not appeasing for bulls.
I feel like it's just gonna freaking flush.
I think this is a slow drop. So trying to quick short here, guys. Let's see if this prints or not. Trying to target down here, maybe 517. I want at least 15 points, 10, 15 points here on a flush. Will we get it? That's the question. Or are we going to get yoked? I mean, that 30-minute candle looks horrible, chat, right? If I get, you know, yoked here, it is what it is. But I mean, it looks horrible, right? So I want continuation. Got the EMA sitting here at 523. Want at least 10, 15 points here on this trade. All right, there it is. There's a drop there. Can we get a little bit more, guys? One at 10 points. Feel free to take profit as necessary here, right? I would be smart. 541. It's kind of hanging out. It needs to go. All right, so there's right at 10 points here, chat. There's 10 points. Can we get a little bit more here? All right, there it is. Come on, 15 points. Come on, come on, come on. Flush, flush, flush. All right, we'll take that off. I don't like that wick, guys. I don't like the wick. So you had 10 points. Drop a W in the chat if you got paid. If you listen to the commentary, you got paid, guys. 15 points, but I want more, to be honest. But I don't like the wiki wick, right? So, and what I'm looking at is this, right? This looks horrible, and you want continuation down. I really do. I think that they're just kind of hesitating for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because of Trump speaking or what, but I want this level to get hit. 521, guys. I think that level is at risk of being hit here if they can kind of keep the momentum going to the downside. I think just kind of working its way down slowly, in my opinion, and then all of a sudden you get a flush McGush here, guys. And then the box gets hit, right? We've seen that one in Q a lot here, chat. There it is. There's more downside. Do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. Trying to get to 1,000 likes here. Just had another winning trade. You got 30,530 here. I think 520 or lower, right, basically kind of gets tagged. 30-minute chart looks horrible, but you got a ton of time left, 11 minutes. And about 5 seconds left on that candle, right? So the reason for that short, we saw that we closed up here bearish. You got a nice long top wick, meaning that we had a nice retracement to the upside and price started to sell off to the downside, guys. So wanted the short. And there might be more room. Make no mistake about it. They could really flush this thing because 30,478 is a level kind of sitting here that they might want to tag as well, chat, right? So because you can kind of see it. So that is, you know, yesterday's daily candle level, 30,478. Do they want to get us back to that level? That's the question. So that's my thought process, guys. Javier, did you take the short? Like, what are you looking at? What are you thinking, man?
Yeah, I took that short. I wanted to ask you that too because it's like I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it was one of those scenarios where it's like it just got pulled back on me, right? Mm-hmm. So like I took a short at the 255. You see the 5-minute candle at 255.
Yeah.
Just because I saw that it kept testing that 14 EMA and it just finally broke the EMA. I guess I took that short too early that time. Maybe I should have waited for a little bit more confirmation on there.
Yeah, so like right now, right, what you would want, in my opinion, guys, is see how you got to push straight back up, no bottom wick on the current candle, 5-minute chart. So you want this to sell back off now to the downside, right? If they're really going to drop this, you want this thing to sell back off here to the downside, guys, and we retest these lows below 534. Right, headed towards the box at 515 area. Right, because if it's a flood, if they're gonna drop it, then we should not be able to kind of reclaim the previous candle's high. You want this thing to continue down here, chat. Look out, right? Could come pretty quick if they're really gonna get the momentum going. Unfortunately, somebody said we got Trump tweeting and all that. So is that gonna impact us? I'm not sure, guys. Right, a lot of times there's some indecision in the market when that is going on, but that would be like the ideal price action, guys. You got the attempt to go higher just to kind of trap people, and then we flush back below 531, get down here to the bottom of the box, 511. So don't say I didn't tell you, chat, because I know somebody's gonna say it, but that's just how it is. You got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Current 5-minute candle. No bottom wick. That's very interesting here, chat, that they don't have a bottom wick on the current candle, right? Meaning that we just push this thing straight back up. you know. So we'll have to see, right? Do they want, let's see, this 220, 322, 15-minute candle. 15-minute candle, no top. So the 15-minute candle's the opposite. You got a very small top wick. You had a bottom wick put in. So some conflicting information here. 1 hour chart looks horrible. Right, looks the same as the 30-minute chart. So you got a doji, you got a battle going on. That's all it is, guys. There's a battle right now between the bulls and the bears. Right, who's gonna win remains to be seen. Right, you would expect if we're gonna go lower that we would have sold back off here to the downside, right? Because we broke out of all this consolidation, this range, and then
get a push up like that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
we're pushing right back.
That is crazy.
So let's see. You got Apex right now, guys, 90% off using the code PW. You're able to bundle accounts now. You can get a 5-stack of trailing drawdown 50K accounts for as cheap as $95, guys, believe it or not, using the code PW. So 5 accounts, $95. So, I mean, if my math serves me correctly, Chad, you're able to pick up basically 20 accounts, 50K, 20 accounts, 50K trailing drawdown accounts for $380, guys. That's cray with Lil Ray. So, all right, is this the area that we reject, or do we just push up and kind of trap the bears here, guys? Meaning that 14 EMA gets respected. I mean, nasty close either way. Nasty push back up. Not ideal. Kind of like price action here. So
quite interesting.
Look at the 1 hour candle, man. A 1 hour candle, the 4 hour candle, guys, with the top wick here. This is very kind of choppy chop. When you see these long wicks, guys, each direction, a lot of times that's going to give you some chop. You're going to get chopped, right? Unless until the momentum kind of steps into the market. So you got to be able to recognize that. The bulls are clearly saying that, hey, we don't want to go lower. We're fighting here. That was a 37-point push. Could not kind of hold the previous candle's high. That was an indication that the bulls are kind of winning that battle at the moment. If you're agreeing, keep major patience. Don't give the money back. Yeah, you got to be patient here, chat. We're right back inside of the range that we just broke out of. It's kind of like you think about the morning session today, guys, and the ORB setup. It's similar to that, right? We're right back inside of a range that we were hanging out in for literally over since 2 o'clock, right? Took us a while to break out, and all of a sudden we're right back inside of the range. So yeah, you definitely got to be patient here, chat. We're gonna drop a poll. See how you guys are feeling in regards to MOC here, because we're getting close to MOC. It's 326, so we'll drop a poll to see how you guys are feeling. I know that somebody said there's multiple people that said that Trump was speaking or tweeting, and maybe that's kind of slowing us down here, getting the progress going.
Trump's speaking right now.
Got the poll rolling out here. Get your vote in, guys. While we kind of wait for this to set up, do us a solid. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, you know what to do. We rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. trying to make a little money here, chat. So let's see if we can. Yesterday, we kind of talked through that, right? We had an uptrend kind of, and then we had a reversal kind of going into the MOC time. So it'd be interesting to kind of see how this plays out today. Speaking in Oval Office. Yeah, I got you. You guys sleeping on the daily? This is going up, gents. No, I do not sleep on the daily. I'm very, very familiar with the daily candle. But the daily candle is bearish, right? You got a long wick, and I'm aware of the reaction, right? That long bottom wick that's pushing, but clearly, you know, I mean, will we go higher? Is this a higher low, right? Is this a higher low? I think you get your answer if we break the box to the upside, right? Back above 599. But I'm clearly not sleeping. I actually had a long in already, right? So I'm with you, but I need more information at the present moment. That's all. I don't know about Javier. How do you feel, Javier?
About what? About sleeping on the daily candle?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's saying that we're not paying attention to the daily candle.
Oh,
that is going up.
We're not paying attention to anything, bro. We're just
4-hour chart is bullish, chat. You got a nice bottom wick. That previous candle was crazy bullish. Make no mistake about it, guys. With a lot of that's a bullish engulfing candle, previous 4-hour candle, right? So the question is, was that enough of a retracement down to that 530 area to kind of push higher? Dang, right? And right now, I mean, it is kind of seeming that way, right? Possibly, because we could not go lower, guys. We pushed right back inside of that range, but you had basically some kind of support, kind of, you know, looking to the left, held up, higher low, and then boom. So we will see 30-minute chart getting ready to close. Not looking to, it'd be funny. I feel like there's going to be some kind of trickery here, chat, right? I just kind of feel it, like there's going to be something kind of, some trickery, right? Yeah. Obviously, if we pop this range, we already got a level mapped out. That's why I was kind of laughing at the person saying about the daily chart. We got a level mapped out up here that if price continues to the upside that we're headed to. So I'm aware of the, right, of the what's going on, but you're trying to frame a setup here that, you know, you see the 1-hour chart, previous candle was definitely an indecision candle, right? You got a long top wick, but they are fighting the bulls. I'm referring to, guys, they are fighting to try to take us up. I mean, that is clearly, they're not giving up the battle at the moment, right? So we're getting back to the top of the range. The last time we were there, we had some kind of reaction back down, but do we bust through it now to the upside here, chat?
See if we could take these out.
30,600 needs to get hit, you know, and that now would be the time, right, that you're kind of looking at that, and then you get a pullback back towards the bottom of the range. All right, push here. Can they break above 600 and stay above 600 here, chat? Bazooka this thing out of here above 600 towards 620 to 650 area.
Okay.
Nice push there.
Let's see if this thing can push out of here.
Yeah, now it needs to hold it, right? So none of this poke through it and then push right back down.
Right back down, yep.
All right, get your votes in here, guys. You're getting close to MOC at 350 times, so get your vote in. Market pump, market dump. Want to know how you guys are feeling in regards to this whole kind of price action going into this 4 o'clock time. So reaction again at the top of the box. 15-minute candle, that previous candle, super bullish, chat, right? That is a bullish engulfing candle off the 14 EMA after the retracement down. That is typically a bullish kind of like setup here, right? For more continuation to go higher, without a doubt, right? Because it's literally push up, retracement to the EMA held, and we get more continuation above 600. Obviously, we hit 30,603. And got a bit of a stall at the moment. But that does not mean that we can't continue up here, guys, right? It's just a matter of, was that a deep enough kind of retracement on the current 5-minute candle as an example to go higher? And then we push out of this thing with conviction. All right, so right now, let's see where we're at with the poll, just out of curiosity, chat. Curious to know. You got right now 70% feeling like we're going to go up, 30% feeling like we're going to go down. So the bulls are strong in the chat. That's a sample size of about 280 votes. So a lot of bulls in the chat.
Can this market move? We got 1,000 likes.
How can I be wrong? 52. I'm not laughing at you, man, but I understand the frustration, right? Somebody put, how can I be wrong so many times per day, LOL. Yeah. You have to, because guys, the thing is that, right? You know, the reality is we don't control the market. You're trying to join the market in a direction that is moving, right? And you got human error that's involved. You got whatever outside factors. So the reality is, though, you know, your stop in place. Does the trade make sense? You know, I think we kind of talked through that, right? It's important to have some invalidation points, guys, on your bias, right? So maybe you're short bias, and I mean, you got bullish price action that stepped into the market. Well, that's not necessarily, you know, that right now, like we just kind of talked about, this support kind of being put in, a push right back up. That's not great for the bears. This bullish engulfing candle off the 14, that's not great for the bears, right? I mean, you got to call it what it is. So, yeah, we're back inside the consolidation range now. And I'm curious to see if we get expansion now higher, or do we just kind of hang out in this area? But we're not clearly at the moment kind of breaking down, guys, right? We had that quick kind of retracement down here, and then it got bought right back up, and then they're trying to push now, it looks like, above 600. I mean, that's just what it is. But yeah, you got to try to cut your losers short, keep them short, keep your losers to a minimum, and then try to ride the winners. I mean, that's all you can do, right? Your sizing. There's 594, looking like they want to push to 600 level, guys.
Yeah, I want to see this thing pop, man.
I think if we get back above here, yeah, I mean, you're targeting for more upside above 625 to 650 area. Kind of basic quarters theory, guys, like 650 area could be in play if they break out, right? But we've seen this multiple times with NQ. Do they break out now? Do they kind of stall this thing out, waiting for MOC, and then all of a sudden you get some kind of movement? So bull stepping in here with aggression, guys. You look for a break here above 600, targeting this box we got drawn up. If they can get the momentum going. All right, well,
Can we push up?
kind of stalling at the moment, that's for sure.
I
Kind
think
of
I'm gonna go
slow
to the bathroom,
down.
bro. Maybe go to the bathroom, see that thing push.
Javier saying that he's gonna go back to the bathroom, guys. The last time he was in there, we had to replenish the air freshener. So,
Oh
hey,
my God, this guy.
the reality is we gotta do what we gotta do around here. So, if that's what it takes. Push right back down here, guys. Another rejection, it seems like, off the top of the range so far, right? So far, there's time left. Those fruit snacks, yeah. Oh man, yeah, maybe it's the fruit snacks, guys. He was eating them kind of fast too, so maybe he didn't give them enough time to settle there.
Thing.
So Captain Crunch gave him the bubble guts. Oh man, Javier, go bazooka to the downside so we can go upside. Wow. So they want you to blow your account so they can. You gotta love it, chat. There is no shame in that. They want Javier to blow up so they can get profit. Cray with Lil Ray Ray.
That is wild.
All right, guys. So do us a solid here. We're getting ready for MOC. Kind of hanging out inside of this range. We had a few trades here, right? Hasn't been the best price action, but you know, you do what you got to do here. So do us a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, you know what to do. We out here trying to make a little money, so you know the vibes. We got 719 likes, guys. We got 2,000 people tuned into the show, so I know that there's some people out there. We know that we got 280 people that have not hit the like button, guys. So do us a solid. We got 2,000 watching. We need 280 likes to get us to 2,000 to 1,000 likes, guys. So hook me up with a like here. You got to keep the streak alive. That'll put us at 3,000 likes total for today's streaming, including the morning show, obviously. So 30,578. Nothing to write home about here, guys. You got to be careful. We're gonna finalize this poll here. Put us right at the 3:40 time for 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes or so for MOC. So it's free to like, guys. If you're here and not hitting the like, you're just a hater. LOL. Yeah, well, I appreciate the support either way, chat. So 68% feel like we're gonna go up. 32% feel like we're gonna drop. That's a sample size of 406 votes, chat. 406 votes. So did somebody say 675? Somebody said 675. Let's go, baby. Yeah. I mean, this is your 1 hour chart. This is your 1 hour chart, guys. Top wick, bottom wick. Let's do this really quick while we're kind of waiting for the festivities here. You do have, let's check earnings, guys, right? You had some earnings that came out yesterday that did impact the market after close. So let's see who's on the calendar for today. So it looks like you got 17 companies reporting after the bell, chat. Lulu, Planet Labs, DocuSign. So we got retail reporting and a few others here. So need to be mindful of that. Got earnings starting here at 4:05 after the bell. Lulu looks like they report as well at 4:05. So a lot of earnings coming out here at 4:05, chat. So could be building up a little bit for that as well. Javier said pump incoming. So Javier just went to the bathroom, guys. He's pulling it again. So we remember what happened last time he went to the restroom, guys. You got a crazy pop to the upside. We are rejecting at the moment that 30,561 level, however. So a lot of like rejection up here. This is what I was telling the other guy, right? I hear you, right, as far as what's happening, but we're kind of we keep getting rejected so far, chat. Right now, if it pops through here, so be it. That's fine. But another rejection right back down so far, right? I mean, that's multiple attempts to try to go higher above that 600, and we keep getting rejected. So that's the third time he goes to the toilet and things happen. Oh, man. You got to love it, chat. You got Apex right now, 90% off using the code PW, chat. You can bundle up to 5 accounts, do a 5 stack. Get 5 trailing drawdown 50K accounts for as cheap as $95. So take advantage while you can using the code PW. We got you covered. Yep. I mean, this is a rejection here so far. Battle going on once again. Bulls and the Bears. Nasty price action, guys. Right? Nasty looking 1 hour candle. So a lot of bulls. Keep that in mind, guys. I know Dr. Z came in yesterday, like after the poll had closed out, and she was like, hey, like, what was the poll? So we know that there is a high. I mean, over 70% of people wanted this thing to pop for MOC. So getting a drop here, 30,550. People are already dropping the turds in the chat, man, for you. You gotta love it.
It's not the case here. Right drop. Wow, man. Drop right back down.
Yeah,
Sucks,
just
bro.
rejected again.
Well,
so no follow through here, guys. Right back down. Do we get more of a flush here all of a sudden, kind of going into that MOC time? Getting close. You got 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes here. Do we get back down here to the box, chat? 512, right? Kind of give you the flush McGush here, kind of going into MOC. Been hesitating a lot. You got 3 tops up here that could not kind of push us higher. So you got some kind of triple top formation that formed out on the 5-minute chart. First level would be like 530. You lose that, you're looking at 515. So you got levels down there to kind of look at, guys. Keep an eye out for, and let's see where they take price, right? There's a 543. I think if we get down here below 530, I think we target this 510 level. So tempted to let me kind of map this out, guys. Tempted for this kind of play here, right? Because pretty strong kind of rejection, I think, right? Triple top. I mean, that's I'm gonna try a quick short here, guys. Whoa, there it is. Can they flush this down here towards 508? 508, guys, or lower, right? That's the question. Are they just gonna play around here and yoke us again? So, oh man, 509. I feel like you got more room. Oh, yep, there's a yoke. You gotta love it. All right, so that's 512. Put it at 513. Will we get some follow through, guys, or are we gonna go right back up here, right? So not looking too hot. Had a few points right away, no drawdown, and then basically got chopped. So we'll see. Not going to give this a lot of room, to be honest. I need it to go now. Other than that, it is just chop session.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely not ideal, guys, right? I mean, you won't follow through here. We got a triple top up top. That's why I wanted a short. Get back above 550. Don't want to be involved here. I need this thing to flush my gush here, guys. To the downside, right? On a bazooka here. Get down here to like 510. Flush my gush. Trap these people that's trying to get long. Looking for at least 10 points here, guys. I'll probably close because I don't like the hesitation going into MOC here. Can I get a quick 10-point trade? All right, there it is. There's right at 10 points, guys. There's 10 points. Can we get a little bit more? Maybe not, but we'll take that, I think, and wait for MOC here, chat. So drop a W in the chat if you took the trade. You got paid there, and I think it's smart to wait for MOC here, chat. Right? I think it's smart to wait for MOC because we're less than 2 minutes. So I don't want to be involved and kind of hold it going into that, right? You got to be smart, chat. So if you took the short, drop a W in the chat. You got another winner there. We'll wait for MOC and see if we can frame something else, right? It's kind of wonky price action this afternoon. You got to love it. And maybe we get the continuation down now, chat, right? In all honesty, maybe we get it. Maybe we get the continuation down now towards 510. Got a minute left, so there is time. It is still trying to drop. I just seen where you kind of get close to MOC, right? Then you get some kind of volatility that kind of steps in. You don't like it. You get yoked. Then you're disappointed because you're like, why didn't I close this thing out? Kind of going into MOC, and then, you know, would have had another opportunity to enter. So rather play it safer than anything else.
Hoffy definitely flushed.
All right, see, here's that reaction, right, kind of pushing back up, chat. You see that bottom wick being put in? That's what I didn't want to deal with, right? So, all right, we're almost there, guys. We got 837 likes. Do me a solid, hit the like button. Get ready for MOC here.
Come on.
You got 23 seconds
hit the likes,
left.
Guys. Hit the likes.
2,000 people tuning into the show. I appreciate the support, guys. But we need some work to do. We got some work to do on the likes. So excuse me. All right, 4 seconds left here. MOC getting ready. Get ready, guys. Get your popcorn. What is it gonna be? %70 of the chat felt like we were going up. So who's gonna win this? Who was right? We're gonna find out. I think if we lose those lows, I think we get the flush down here towards 507, guys. So let's see who wins the battle. Bulls or the Bears. You got earnings coming up here for multiple companies after the at 4:05. All right, so now that box more than likely gets hit here, chat. There it is, right? So there it is. You're gonna tap that 510 area. Looking like 510 is in play here.
Little flush
that. Yeah, we're headed towards 478. So we've had a bit of a variation here, chat, right? With MOC. Yeah, I think that box, we flushed the low of it, chat. Just been playing around too long up here. So the person that was saying that it was a long, if they're still holding that, unfortunately they got chopped, guys, because you didn't get the follow through to the upside, right? You had a triple top, and that was my indication that, I mean, price is now no longer kind of
use code PW.
Wanting to go, yeah. Javier said it, not me. Use the code PW, chat. All right. If you're long up here and you held that, unfortunately, you're not feeling too hot right now because 600 level got rejected, and we just tapped the box. So the box got hit. right? There's the box got hit, chat. 30,510. So that level got hit. Trump, Cole, Snoofest. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That's what he was. Yeah. You kind of hate that, guys. I don't know why. I feel like is it me or is he more active, like kind of talking now more than ever, right? It feels like every other day he's on. So, but yeah, not looking great for the Bulls. Bulls at the moment, guys. I think, like I said, if you lose the bottom of this box, you have to be looking at that daily level, 30,478. Could be in play here. So, you got some earnings coming up at 405. Curious to see how that plays out. Will that have any kind of impact? If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. All right, we're sitting at 870 likes. Now we are at 910 likes, go, guys. Man. So we need 90 likes.
Come on, man. 90 more.
Got 2,000 people. You can't tell me that out of 2,000 people, we don't have 90 people that have not hit the like button, guys. Somebody's holding out on D-Money. So don't be shy. Hit the like button. We got Javier in the house. Tomorrow's day number 5, which is crazy, guys, of mentorship. Insane. So
this time flew. Time flew.
Push right back up off of 30,510. Standard kind of like yoke price action. Still holding D-Money. Maybe giving my AM profits or double. Maybe I'm giving my, yeah, I wouldn't be I'm not, so I mean, I like to obviously you probably wanted a higher entry, guys, right? I'm not so sure now, right? Because we've already had a bounce from this level the last time we were here. We need to break that level. I think, you know, if you're trailing your stop and you're in profit, then that makes sense. But what are you really waiting for now, right? You got earnings coming up at 405, and maybe you get and I hope for you get a crazy flush through here, right, to the downside, and we get to 478. I mean, right? I mean, I hope that, but be cautious if you got Trump, you know, in the Oval Office and all that. This could go either way, right? But I think this was clearly, you couldn't push higher, guys. You had multiple attempts at 600. We could not break it. And you got to call it what it is. You got a triple top up here. You got to sell off, retracement, continuation down to go lower. So it does look like the bears are still in control, but you know, and there it is. There's the break of the box to the downside. So 478, look out here, guys. 478 could be in play here to the downside if the momentum is going to continue. You're looking for 478, the daily candle level, to get hit.
Shout out to Lemox. Bring Javier back every few weeks for a check-in. You two are great together.
Yeah, we'll have to charge him for that. So
what?
We'll work that out with PW to charge him.
You're going to charge me?
Because it can't be free for weeks on weeks, sir. What are you smoking over there? So,
man.
Yeah, so you're looking to see, guys, can the bears take us towards 470, 478? I think you got to be quick on the trigger on this, but I think there could be some juice here to 478 here, chat. Right? Because we could not kind of hold those highs. So you're looking for more continuation towards that daily candle level. So I think 478 is the level to kind of look out for here. Yeah, I'm just joking, guys. Obviously, I'm not trying to charge out here for anything. Let me clarify. Somebody's going to go on X and be like, oh, D-Buddy's trying to charge this guy for something, right? So I'm just joking, chat. All right, well, you got less than 4 minutes here on that candle. I think this level gets tagged, chat, right? You got a break of that previous level. I think this level gets hit. You got Tradify accounts right now, 35% off all Tradify accounts, guys. 5 accounts, bundle and save using the code PW. You know the vibes. Could not. I think that triple top up here right? That triple top, guys, kind of painted the picture. And I hate to say it, right? Because it's like that person that was pretty adamant saying that, hey, can't you see the daily chart? We're going, it's a long, fellas. Well, that daily candle at the moment is having a hard time, right? It is definitely indecisive, because you got a long wick top, you got a long wick at the bottom, and that tells you that there's a battle going on. So clearly that long, you can't be long biased right now, because we just had a retracement off 600 for 100 points plus. It's kind of funny how that works, guys, because whoever said, they never come back, right? They never come back into the show and kind of comment that, that they
broke their monitor.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how that works, chat. You never see them again until the next stream, but it is what it is, right? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect either, guys, right? But I think that's an example that you got to try to trade what's in front of you guys and not what you're thinking, right? Trade what's happening on the chart, not what you're, just simply looking at. So we had a short, right? I talked about a short from here, guys, up here, right? We got short going into MLC, was able to pick up 10 points plus, or a little bit at 10 points. You had the MLC candle kind of open up, pushed up, and then you had to follow through here to the downside. So you got to love it. You got earnings coming up here at 4:05, multiple companies, including Lulu, guys, right? And a few others. So I'm very curious to see what that price action, does it have any impact on the market? Curious to see that, right? So see how this plays. Shout out. I was wrong all day in short from 588. Boom, W. Hey, nice, 5280. I'm happy to hear that, man.
There you go.
Missed my short trade, making lunch for my daughter. Yeah, don't you hate that, guys? And obviously you love your kids. I have a daughter as well. You guys know that if you rock out with us here with D Money. You guys know I got a 2.5-year-old daughter, guys. So, but isn't it frustrating? Like, what's the odds, right? That you go make lunch and then all of a sudden you get the move. It's like, come on, man.
Or you go to the bathroom.
Or in Javier's case, you go to the bathroom, guys, and it turns into an extended session. So, hey, at least you're not the only one, because Javier was in there for quite some time on that first trip. So at least you're not alone. And the market was pushing. I was trying to speak a little louder so he heard me, guys, but I guess he couldn't rush the process, if you know what I mean. So there's 30,478. Like I said, that box is this arrow is at risk of getting hit, right? There's a 478 level, probably going to tap that daily candle level and maybe head lower, guys. There's 4 o'clock. You got earnings coming up here at 4:05. Previous 1 hour candle closed bearish. I'm going to take off the top of it so we can get a better illustration, right? Take off the box from the top. You can clearly see that kind of trickery that was put in. Chat up here, right? Kind of swept the previous 1 hour candles high, and now you get the selling pressure. So it's hard to want longs right now. Honestly, chat. Just because of that previous 1 hour candle closure, right? Stay constipated if you want to make money. Yeah, I don't think that's a good, you gonna have some health related long-term issues there. So is that the best advice? 978 likes, guys. We're almost there. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. Got 1,800 people still tuning into the show. Hit the like button, guys. Trying to get to 1,000 likes. If you're not subscribed, we rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m.
20 more likes and D does 20 push-ups.
Yeah.
Come on.
We hear you. So, all right, 481. Got a rejection here off 496. Kind of hanging out right above that daily candle level, 30,478. If we lose that level, chat, you could be headed to 30,450, right? That is the 200 EMA on a 5-minute chart. Getting a lot of selling pressure kind of stepping in here. So I think that this was nothing. Is Trump done speaking, guys, out of curiosity?
Let me check. I had it up.
Because a lot of times that is the holdup, right? We had obviously an attempt to go higher multiple times and could not get the pressure kind of stepping in.
There.
He's still there?
Yeah.
All right, so he's still speaking. Uh, 20 more likes and D Money has a corn dog. Yeah, Mountain Homer, we're gonna give you a corn dog of a timeout. So
see you, buddy.
there you go. You gotta love it.
Have fun.
You gotta get yourself a bucket. Yeah, that's unsanitary. D Money won't be doing that. So if you gotta go, you gotta go. That's just what it is, chat. All right, so 30,467. Kind of hanging out there. You got 450 is the EMA, so I'm curious to see if we kind of pop that. You got earnings coming up here in less than 2 minutes, guys. Be prepared. Be aware of that, chat. You got some earnings coming out here at 4:05, so could impact the market.
I want a timeout for my terrible entries and holding too long. Hey.
Yeah, I know, Tim. Sometimes it's like that, right? It's like frustrating, man.
I feel you, bro.
I feel you, man. We're not, you know, I'm with you. Sad part is it's going to happen again at some point, right? Because you never have it all figured out, guys, right? Every once in a while, the old habits kind of have a history of popping up and reappearing, right, in trading. That's just how it is, chat. But you do kind of learn to try to minimize it, right? That's all you can do. So this is that level you're watching, 450. Maybe we get there before the earnings calls, earning release come out. All right, so if you look at the 15-minute chart, guys, you had that consolidation, double top, and then rejection down, retracement, push up, right? And there's a lot of downside here. We know we had over 400 points to the upside, chat. So, you know, we could be headed back towards the bottom to this ORB at some point, right? Now, take that with a grain of salt because we know that we have NFP tomorrow, and who knows how the market's going to open up tonight at Globex Open, right? I mean, maybe there's an explosion in one direction. Who knows? All right, 30,466. Earnings coming up here, chat. 15 seconds. It'd be crazy if they bazooka this thing, right? Javier,
shoot to the moon.
We've seen it before, man.
Shoot to the moon.
So let's see, guys. 3 seconds left.
And
kind of tame so far. Think it's got to be smart here, chat, right?
Just keep dropping. Just keep dropping.
$30,458, kind of hanging out there. Wait, D-Money trading at the market close? No, I am not. I'm not taking it. I'm not in a trade, guys. I'm just giving you the commentary here based off what I see. Right, and I was interested to see the price action kind of going into this. So there's that box is getting hit. You're gonna hit the 14 EMA. More downside, guys. I mean, that's basically what it is, right? More downside stepping in. So you gotta love it.
Javi, you've been great so far. I seem to make a ton when you go to the bathroom. Sending you some fiber tomorrow.
They sending you some fiber, man. Shout out to D Hype, 1,700 payout today. Hey, nice.
Hey, D Hype's buying lunch tomorrow since D Money won't.
Just pass
Shout
an
out to
Apex
D-Hype.
account. Thank you guys. Just pass an Apex account. No drawdown, no extra fees. Nice.
Let's go.
Good in one account, bad in another. Such is the market. Yeah, you're not gonna always get it right. Sometimes, you know, maybe you were off a little bit on your trades, and then all of a sudden, right, you're able to kind of realign and bring an account to green. That happens, chat. Right? Nothing you can do about it. Just part of trading. $160 points in 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it took a long time, guys, to kind of make up his mind, right? The market. You had a lot of kind of back and forth. And like I said earlier, not to kind of harp on the guy that was talking about longs, like, hey, guys, like, don't look at the daily chart. It's, you know, what are you guys doing? It's a long. Well, I mean, you know, this is the perfect kind of example of why you are trying to kind of clarify what's going on in the market, guys, right? Because, you know, people see different things. And, you know, the market is going to obviously do what it wants. You're going to get paid by basically adapting to what's in front of you on the charts. Taking emotion out of it, guys, taking, I guess, any kind of factor that you would have that impacts you, right? You want to try to be neutral at all times in your trick, you know, and taking what's in front of you. That's going to prevent you from kind of being one-sided, because sometimes you're just like, oh, it's a long no matter what, right? Because you see that all over social media, guys, where people are literally saying like, oh, just get long and close your eyes. Yes, I mean, we continue to go higher, but you got to have context behind that, because the reality is, make no mistake about it, if you're trading prop accounts, well, you're only going to have so much money in that account, guys, right? You might not be able to withstand a deep pullback before the continuation. It might be smart to exit and then get out at a lower price, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. $58, $52.80 NQ Trader. Proud of you and your time at the BDH. I can tell you're getting more comfy every day. You got what we all want. Congrats, brother. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, guys. I definitely try. So once I can afford to be neutral, I will. LOL. Bocher. Hey, guys, that's easier said than done. I'm well aware of that, chat. Right? It's hard to be neutral because you know what I used to do, guys? I used to look at people on social media and I would take everything they said to heart, and I wouldn't, like, right? So they're like, oh, you got to come to the market with a daily bias, right? You gotta form a daily bias for the day. And that's why I know there's some people that are still doing that, guys, because they get upset in the chat when you pivot. Maybe you took a long, you made some profit, and then you go short, right? And they're like, oh, you know, they're switching up, you know, their analysis. It's like, why are you upset? Because I'm getting paid in both directions. That makes no sense. That's the whole part of trading. So, and that's what I mean by trying to be neutral, guys. As a momentum trader, you don't really care what price does. You're trying to join the party. That's just what it is, right? I mean, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it, guys, right? We had multiple attempts up here on the chart to try to go higher. We had rejections up here. We could not get it. The bulls could not get it done. So that started this whole kind of rally back to the downside, right? And that's just where we're kind of sitting right now, 30,450, right? I know there's, keep in mind, there was 70% of the chat felt like we were going up and going into MLC. Well, today, if they got long blindly at 350, they got burned, right? Because you had selling pressure from 550 area to the downside, and that's a roughly 100-point drop. I mean, that's just what it is. So it's 4:11, guys. We got Javier here. We'll get some last words from Javier in regards to how he's feeling for give him a solo shot there. Why not, guys? Right?
What up?
Day number 4.
Yes, sir.
Kind of going into the close of closing this thing out here. How do you feel? What did you take
great,
away?
man.
What's your takeaways? Where are you looking at? Where are you looking with your P&L?
So for the P&L, I'm up 950. I was up 1,300 at one point, but then I took a loss, so I left it at 950.
Okay, so how much? You're up how much?
950.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, you're green, right? Tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow's another day. Yes,
so
sir.
We got NFP tomorrow, chat, right? We don't know what's going to come of that, right? Meaning that what the price action is going to look like, but tomorrow is another day. So keep in mind, you got Warbucks, guys. I saw a question here somebody had. Let me make sure I answer that really quick. If I don't have the answer, guys, maybe we can get an answer for you. Right, so let me find that really quick about Warbucks equities. I think the question was like, will we add more equities, right, or something like that for Warbucks? Find that question really quick. Yeah, so I think the question was, will they add more equity? So, I mean, I would have to bubble that up, chat. That's not obviously my call on that. So we will try to get more information, right? Will there be more equities added to be able to trade? So what that person is referring to, chat, Warbucks, right now, you see the flash sale we got going on, 40% off all equities, equity accounts at Warbucks, right? So warbucksbtc.com. If you notice here on the chart, they have already paid on your screen. They've already paid out over $500,000 in payouts. So you're able to trade equities, guys, with this flash sale. Make no mistake about it. You can get started trading a 5K equity account for as cheap as $27, guys. We got you covered, right? So you got different account sizes here, all the way up to 200K accounts. You got some add-ons you're able to add on, right? 90% profit split, up to 50% consistency. You're able to add on, and you're able to trade all the top stocks, guys. Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Meta, etc. Right? So warbucksbtc.com flash sale is the code, chat, for 40% off all equity accounts. So and if you get bored while you're kind of waiting for price to do its thing, why not play with the skull? I mean, that is just definitely gonna occupy some time here. Why not?
D, we got someone in the chat asking what's the next play.
Oh yeah, as always, guys. You know, we know it's coming. We know that was coming. Make no mistake about it. So they want to know what the next play is. Well, the next play is vibing out here with the chat as we wrap this thing up, because it is 4:14. Chat, right? We had a lot of plays here today. Had a lot of setups that we talked through, and I think it's smart now, if you're green, guys, not to give that money back. Right, got multiple accounts here. We kind of talked through that earlier. Right, counts up 1,600, a couple accounts up 1,600. Got the account here, another account here now up roughly $2,090, guys. So I'm gonna be smart here. I'm not looking to give profit back. Right, tomorrow's another day, guys. Tomorrow's another problem in itself from a trading standpoint, right? Meaning that it comes with its own issues. So I am not going to kind of force anything here at 4:15 in the afternoon, right? That to me doesn't make a ton of sense, guys. So, but we're gonna let Javier get out of here. I'm gonna vibe out here for a few minutes with you guys. It's 4:15, guys. So any last questions for Javier before he goes, drop them in the chat. We'll try to get them answered before he skedaddles out of here.
Skedaddle. How we do today, guys? How we do today? Yo, Javi, how many payouts you've gone? I've gone like 6-7 payouts. Currently waiting on 2 approvals. Hopefully I get them.
You've only been trading for
a year and 10 months.
Yeah, less than 2 years, guys. So that's, hey, I mean, it took me 2 years to get a payout. So you're ahead of my.
But a lot of blown accounts.
progress.
I want to get that cleared up. Like, I've blown up a lot of accounts.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, I mean, so have I, guys. Right, and I've literally said that you're gonna lose some accounts as part of the game, right? So don't, I mean, hey, it's gonna happen, guys. You know what's funny? You don't think it's gonna happen, even with D-Money. D-Money telling you that it's gonna happen. There's people in the chat that maybe they just started out, maybe they're on their first account or second account, and they're like feeling good about it, and they're like, oh man, like what is he talking? Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm not dumb. Right, we know that there's people. We can say we're not financial advisors and don't, we're not here to provide financial advice, but there's people that literally take the same setups that we're taking. So
Yeah.
You know, is that going to shorten your learning curve and get you to pay out a lot of times quicker? Absolutely, right? We're not oblivious to that, chat. I'm just being honest. Right? I've been trading for over 10 years. I know PW's been trading for probably longer than me. So the reality is that we get that. But what I did, and the reason why it took me 2 years is because I was bouncing around from strategy to strategy, guys. Honestly,
Same.
if I would have stuck with momentum from the start, I mean,
Yeah.
I would have, it would have happened a lot quicker. That's just, hindsight now, right? Because it doesn't matter. Your journey is your journey, but that's just what it is. How many toilet TPs today?
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just getting out of work, missed it all. Well, hey, I apologize for that, but tomorrow
Today was a great day.
We will be back in full effect tomorrow, guys. So we hit 1,000 likes. I appreciate the support. Just to kind of give you a quick rundown of tomorrow's agenda, chat. A couple things we're going to be talking about is win rate, your max drawdown, your daily routine, right? So we're going to talk through that. And then entry and exit criteria a little bit more in detail, guys. And then maybe a trade journal. Like, do you kind of how would you draft that out in your daily checklist, right? Like, what are things that we look at from a daily standpoint? So, any other questions, real quick for Javier, guys? We'll let him skedaddle. I'll bow out with you guys here for a few minutes. We'll let him hit the road. So apparently he has to hit the restroom here. So we're trying to. We don't want to. Intrude here on his restroom time. So any last questions for Javier before we let him hit the road, chat? Other than that, we'll let him skedaddle and I'll be rocking out here for a few more minutes. So
Question: if profitable, why not train your own live account? What is the difference if you have the capital? I mean, safety net, easy.
Yeah,
It's an easy question. Safety net, you're not risking 100% of your capital.
Ginger, stand by to you.
Oh, bye, Ginger.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's a good point, right? So you can leverage prop firms, chat.
Yeah, leverage, exactly.
Their capital for you to make money makes sense. So
why risk your own money when there's prop firms out there that you could use and leverage?
Shout out to Nicola. That is great with Lil Ray Ray. Great day indeed. P&L $5,223 in 8 evals, 1 pass and 1 needing only $50 to pass. Thanks, guys. Hey, you did all the work. Congrats. I'm happy for you. So,
Javi, what would you say to the next student coming to the BDH? Man, it's a great time. It's a great experience. I mean, I feel lucky and blessed to be here. I honestly couldn't believe that I was here in the first place. Meeting such a great mentor like D-Money. And it's been great, man. Just learning a lot. Just blessed, really blessed. This is an awesome experience for anybody that can do it. Highly recommend it.
Somebody, Tanner. Look at go try to make $20K from $2,600 in a cash account. Good luck. Yeah. and he's being guys, if he's been 100% correct. We actually talked about that a little bit, right? So the purpose of prop accounts, guys, is to leverage their capital to make money, right? Perfect example, even on a 50K account, I know that some people, they want more size, but realistically, 50K account, you basically get, if you're able to get it funded, you're able to get $2,000 of drawdown, guys. So you're paying, in some occasions, $80, right? Lucid right now, I think it's $70 because it's 50% off for a 50K account with $2,000 worth of drawdown, chat. So that basically, you're paying $70 if you're able to pass it, obviously on one try.
Yeah.
For $2,000 of drawdown. And then you're able to scale that, right, and start getting payouts. So Tanner's correct. Prop firms, there's no easier way to scale your money, guys, if you know how to trade, right? And that's where the whole discipline comes in. That's where some of these topics that we've been covering comes in, chat, that you got to take heed to, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
and I feel like prop firms are such a solid foundation for you to just trade in general,
Yeah.
It's like literally a blueprint. I think PW says it all the time, that it's like, if you could trade, why not just use prop firms? I mean, again, the leverage is there. Andres, I believe, it says, Javi, one important thing to new traders. I mean, if you're referencing it, like, what would I say to a new trader? Like, what would I say to myself when I started this journey is, don't expect success as people make it seem in trading. It's not that at all. You know, don't put a time frame on how fast you should be profitable. Don't look at the guy to your left or the guy to the right. It's literally a you against you battle. And just like anything, just like a sport or a craft, is you show up every day, you get better, you work on whatever you need to work on, and that's it. And if you start something, you know, you try to finish it. So a lot of people, again, I think it's the statistic that 99% of traders aren't successful is because, again, they come into this field and then they expect something that's not a reality. So I would just say that, you know, if you're in this, just, you know what you're getting into. It's not that easy, rich,
get rich quick.
Yeah, get rich image that people make it seem, especially here in Miami.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah.
Yeah, good point, man. All right, guys, we're gonna let Javier get out of here. He'll be back tomorrow. He, shot me a text that the bathroom's calling, so we'll let him skedaddle here.
I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, guys. I'm excited to see you guys for my last day tomorrow, and hopefully I can dunk on D-Money. Peace.
Oh man, you gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. All right, so day 4 in the books here, chat. Right, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. Kind of covered the agenda multiple times, guys. So I appreciate you guys rocking out here with us for day number 4. Tomorrow's another day. We'll see what we can get into here. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Right, we got NFP. We got a lot of action kind of popping off here. So hopefully this thing will be worth us kind of tuning into, chat. Right, in all honesty. So. Go stink up another bathroom. Oh man, you guys are a trip. So D, how's the G-Wagon been? How many miles have you put on it? Yeah, I'm very strategic with that, guys. Right, I love the truck. Right, so I don't actually, it's been like the weather hasn't been that great, so I typically don't drive it if it's raining, chat. Right, so got to be a little strategic on that. I need to get it washed. Right, so but I love that G-Wagon, man. It's nothing like it, guys. You're sitting up so high. So that's the other thing, guys. You're literally sitting up so high that you feel that you could literally, you're kind of towering above everybody else on the road. You feel like you own the road, and that's how they kind of set that thing up to be driven, right? It feels like you own the road. So I love it, man. Haven't put a ton of miles on it, guys. Believe it or not, I'm waiting for a specialty plate. This is chat. If you live in Florida, I don't know what's going on, but I ordered a specialty heat plate for it, and it's actually well, I'm not gonna give the plate number here because we're gonna have but it does involve some pretty cool things, I think, chat, right on the plate. And the reality is that when you order a special plate here in South Florida, I don't know what I literally called the tag place a couple days ago, guys. This was like 3 or 4 months ago where I put that order in. And believe it or not, they had the nerve to tell me that they're like, oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on. We got to check into it. We'll give you a call on Monday. So they called me Monday and they're like, oh, yeah, we got the order in. It's going to be another 3 months. So, guys, this whole process, it's June, right? So it's going to be another 3 months. So this is like a 7 or 8 month process to get a specialty tag here in South Florida. Unreal. It's crazy. No, I have not done the ceramic coating yet, but I might get that done. D, thanks for all the knowledge. I'm feeling crappy about my performance today, but nothing to do with you. Thank you. Hey, Tim, man, I appreciate the kind words. Sometimes it's like that, man. Don't beat yourself up, man, right? Because, I mean, sometimes that makes it worse. You got to, unfortunately, you're not going to fire on all cylinders every day, Chad, including myself, right? So that's why I always tell you guys, I still blow accounts, guys. I still lose accounts. I still have red trades. You guys see that as price, interestingly enough, is kind of getting down here towards 30,364. So it's still kind of dropping lower. So like I said, the person that was long, they are use the code PW because clearly the market wants to go lower here for a retracement. But yeah, don't beat yourself up, Tim. tomorrow's another day, man. Hopefully we'll get some nice price action to kind of get us rolling, right, and back on track. So we do have that NFP news kind of coming out here, and we'll see how it plays. I want a $500 day for self-esteem. Yeah. Fisher Trades, have a great one. I will be back Monday. Hey, have a good one. Take care. TradeAway has live accounts, very small margin requirements. Yeah, they do. So you're able to capitalize on that, guys. The beauty, but like I said, honestly, the beauty of prop firms is that I mean, in my opinion, chat, right? If you're opening up a live account, you really need to know what you're doing, because you're putting up more capital than you actually would in obviously prop accounts, right? So in order to open one, if you want to open up basically one contract here, guys, on a mini on NQ, you need that's going to take you at least $1,000, right, to physically open that trade on TradeAway. That's not accounting for any kind of drawdown whatsoever, chat. Right, so just be mindful of that, guys. That it could turn into, and then God forbid you have a couple bad trades, and right, you get chopped up or something, and then you're sitting here like kind of wondering what happened, and all of a sudden, man, it's like I just lost through $1,000, a couple $1,000, right? Versus going the prop route where you're able to possibly spend $300 or $400 and get a decent, amount of accounts. And even the straight to funded option, chat, right? You can get into some straight to funded accounts for $400 or $500, and you're getting $2,000 drawdown. Think about that. So versus putting that money in a live account. And yes, I know somebody's gonna say, well, there's no rules with when you're in a live account. There actually are rules, right? There's margin requirements. There's actually you can't trade news, right? You can't, you got to be out of a trade, even if you're trying to get in before the news, right? There's different things that you are restricted on, guys. But yeah, you don't have to wait for payouts and all that, but there are some restrictions, so just kind of be mindful. So I'm just kind of painting you to both sides of the spectrum, guys, right? Because a lot of times people hear live accounts and they're thinking that it's all peaches and cream, where realistically you might have some issues here. So just kind of vibing out with you guys for a few more minutes. I don't have to pick up my daughter today, guys. I got her tomorrow night. So I got her Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So got a few minutes here to kind of spare, so just kind of vibing with the chat. Drop some questions in here. Drop some dinner options, guys. What's on the menu here? I don't know. I might hit up Ruth Chris, guys. The one here in Fort Lauderdale is very good, by the way. Nothing like a good steak and some Caesar, guys. A Caesar salad, maybe some lobster mac and cheese or something. Go prop or go home. Oh, man. But yeah, chat. I mean, first mentorship, obviously here for D Money. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But I think a lot of nuggets are being dropped. I think it's real, relatable. Trying to cover multiple topics, guys. Like I said, if you guys have questions, or if there's something, I can't answer every single question, chat, but if you have questions, I will try to answer as many as possible, right? So throughout the mentorship. Donna's, yeah. The thing with Donna's, I love Jamaican food, guys, but the thing with Donna's, it has to be fresh, right? What's the time that you need to go, chat, right? Because you know what I figured out? That there are, some of these restaurants, right, with this food, they cook a certain amount for the day, and they kind of recycle that thing, right, throughout the day. And you're coming in there at 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night trying to get food, and it's not fresh. So Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, I got you. Hit up Lauderdale by the Sea. Yeah, there's actually, I like so there's a Benihana's Lauderdale by the Sea, guys. I go there, right, quite often. I love hibachi, right? So I think Benihana's, if you guys live here, you know you're very familiar with Benihana's, so I love hitting up Benihana's. Rose T, thank you. Big D, enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, have a good one. You as well. How do you like doing the mentorship so far? How you feeling? I'm feeling fine, guys. I mean, I'm hoping that Javier will take obviously some of this stuff to heart, and once because at the end of the day, chat, you're gonna leave here and you're on your own, right? Obviously you got the BDH to tune into, but what I'm saying is that anything that we're kind of calling out that Javier maybe wants to work on, when he leaves the BDH, will he apply it, right? That's gonna ultimately, it's on you, right? The same way it's on me as a trader, the same way it's on you as a trader as well, right? So I'm hoping that he can take some of this stuff to heart and it adds value to him and his trading. I would love nothing more than him kind of shoot me DMs or something down the line, like, hey man, I just got another payout, whatever the case may be, right? I think that would be cool. There's an Italian restaurant on Los Olas. I just don't remember the name. Yeah, there's you got Louis Bossi, guys. Louis Bossi is my favorite Italian restaurant, I think, on Los Olas. I love their chicken parm. They got some pretty good Italian food. So is that the one that you're talking about, or you're talking about another one? But Louis Bossi, it's always busy, but it's very good. I was so close to not wanting to drop kick the market today. Yeah, that's how it is, man. I mean, that's it. Yes, yeah, Louis Bossi. Yep. Yeah, Louis Bossi is one of my favorite restaurants to hit up, chat. It's always busy, right? A lot of times, especially if I have my daughter, though, I do get food to go, guys. I don't sit down in there because you guys know if you got a toddler, that becomes a mission, right? Sometimes they want to sit in the booster seat. Sometimes they're not having it. They want to have a fit because you're trying to put them in a booster seat, chat. So you got to be prepared for that, but a lot of times I do get food to go from there, right? But it's a nice vibe in there, guys. When the weather is nice, it's they got a nice huge like courtyard outside in the back that you can sit in and have a nice kind of like setup there to have dinner. So I like Louis Bossi. In the beginning, how many contracts did you trade with? I actually traded I mean, you want the honest answer? I will definitely give it to you. Too much size, right? Because the reality is, guys, is that you kind of fall victim to looking at people on social media and thinking that, hey, if they're making big money, I think I got a shortcut to get there, right? It's sizing up and not understanding or not realizing that, yeah, you can size up all you want, guys, to your max contracts, but that does not mean that you won't get chopped or retracements happen and you blow the accounts, guys. I was trading too much size. I mean, like realistically, right? And not taking it serious, meaning that not realizing that all you're doing, guys, if you're not trading responsibly, all you're doing is slowing down your progress, right? You feel like you're speeding up because you're trading bigger size, right? Oh, I can get to a payout quicker. All I got to do is actually speed up. And realistically, chat, that's not it's gonna hurt you in the long run because you're gonna blow accounts. You're not gonna get every trade right. The trades that you get wrong, they're gonna be blowout trades where you probably blew your account, right? Maybe you were in profit and then I just gotta go bigger, and then you blow your account. So that actually slowed my progress down, guys. I'm just being honest with you. I get nothing out of lying to you, chat, right? I struggled with that because I was like, man, I got it, right? I got them. Like, all I got to do is go large. Chat, 99% of the time when you oversize trading, you are going to get destroyed and you're going to win just enough to kind of convince yourself mentally, because you're convincing yourself, it's not the market, right? You're going to win just enough, guys, to convince yourself that, I just got to, a little bit more, right? Another trade with large size, and you're going to get destroyed, right? Trump's going to tweet something. Your entry's going to be a little off. There's going to be a yoke candle, right? That happens. You get blown out, and then all of a sudden you got to buy more accounts, and the process just keeps going and going and going. And then before you know it, you know, you're a couple months and you haven't gotten a payout because you've been trading too large, guys. And you know it's the problem, but you don't want to admit it, right? You think that all you got to do is just kind of get better at trading with larger size, not realizing that you can, guys, you are a lot more comfortable if you guys know it. I'm like, hey, you know, I got one contract here. I'm up already. You know, my account's green. I got one contract rolling, looking for 10 points. If I get stopped, I get stopped. The reason why I can say that, guys, with confidence is because, for one, if my account's already green, I'm feeling a lot better, right? I don't really care. If the trade doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? I'll take the same setup over and over. However, if your size too large, you can't handle, a lot of times you're not going to be able to handle the pullbacks, especially on NQ chat. You're trading something that's that has larger moves, and you know, I can't tell you how many times I sat there and watched price kind of go in the direction that I wanted after I got stopped out, right? Because I was sizing too large. Wanted longs, and price came back to the 14 EMA as an example and then pushed higher. And all I could do was watch because my account was done. So that's that. And like I said, I get nothing out of kind of giving you a picture that's not realistic, guys. I'm telling you, I know, like, you know, this is the things that I've kind of struggled with. That's why it's always funny, right? If I was a streamer or if PW was a streamer, chat, that literally tried to kind of paint a picture that's not realistic by not telling you this stuff, then maybe I can understand a hater out there, right? That's like, oh, they don't, you know, they just talk about being positive or being green. It's like, chat, I'm literally telling you that you're going to blow accounts. I'm literally telling you that I still blow accounts. I'm literally telling you that I've had many accounts right at payout, and I decided all I had to do was flip or something, and I decided that it had to be a big winning day, and you end up blowing the account because you were wrong, right? You should have just flipped and you didn't, right? Like we literally tell you that stuff. I mean, so it's like crazy when you get haters that, for whatever reason, guys, maybe they're coming from another stream or like I don't know what it is, right? But occasionally you'll get people that kind of pop in and they're like, you know, saying crazy stuff. So this is a journey, chat. This is not an overnight thing that that's gonna click. But I'll tell you this, right? There's nothing more gratifying than basically finally getting the payouts, right? Being able to achieve it. There's nothing more gratifying than people hitting you up telling you, hey, I got a payout today. Or there was somebody in the chat today that made $8,000, right? Somebody sent me a DM, right? They got $8,000, right, for a payout. It's like crazy. So there's goods and there's bads, guys, with everything. And I think I don't see the value in kind of hiding the realistic part of it. So hey D, now I'm set. Hope you stay here to Asia. Yeah, I'm not I got a few more minutes here, guys, and I'm gonna call it right. Got to figure out the dinner option, but yeah, I will not be here for Asia session, guys. You got Globex open at 6 o'clock, but D Money will not be around for that, chat. Make no mistake about it. So LOL, just want to comment my account. Yeah, I understand. So, but it's I mean, you got chat. I mean, I'm not trying to toot our horn here at the BDH, but I mean, literally, you know, we try to take pride in kind of breaking down what we're looking at, why we're taking setups that we take. Now, every once in a while, when you get trades that before you can even click over, they're already running in a directional move. Absolutely, it's trading, chat, right? Because you got to realize, like, we're not literally on the TradeAbate screen 24/7, right? We're literally kind of mapping things out and then flipping over. So by the time a lot of times you flip, you're already in the green, right? And some people, they kind of want you, I guess, to be negative. You know, when you flip over, they want you to be in the red, obviously, so they can just hop on, not like kind of listening to the analysis and all that. Guys, we're trying to drop sauce to hopefully help people out there in this trading thing, right? And that's what it's about. So kind of take pride in that. What was your placement in the Tradify Cup? Yeah, I actually made it to the 4th round, guys. I got eliminated in the 4th round. So that was D Money's And I'm actually upset with myself about it because, to be honest, chat, on that day of the fourth round, I was up like $1,500. I think Cam took me out with $1,000 positive in P&L. I didn't think it would be enough to kind of get it done, so I kept pushing, and I obviously ended up getting knocked out. So shout out to Cam for that. He got the 5,000. I was able to pull out $5,000, guys, for knocking out Joey and then Joey Morgan, and then it looks like I get another $1,250 at the end of the tournament for making it to the fourth round, guys. So the total kind of payout I'm taking from Tradeify for that tournament, $6,250. So hey, we'll take it, right? That's basically another payout. So I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, guys, but I'm looking forward to the next one. Hopefully I can go further. We'll see. Was there a time where I thought about quitting? Nah, man, really? I talk about that all the time. Of course, there's gonna be times where I can't tell you how many times I wanted to quit. I can't tell you how many times I was like, is this for me? I couldn't tell you how many times I was frustrated because you see people posting payouts, crazy payouts on social media, and maybe you got chopped, right, or something, and you're struggling trying to find your way. I can't tell you how many times I've blown accounts and you're like, oh man, like I don't have the energy to even, restart over, right? Because you're like, man, this is it. Because it's like a mind thing, guys. Right? A lot of times you're like sitting there and you're like, man, right, this is it. I got it figured out. And you don't, right? You end up blowing up. Hey, chat, if it's normal to lose money, why isn't it normal not learning from it? Because the thing is that it's harder to break your routine, guy. Like mentally, you have to tell yourself, right? You have to almost imagine you and visualize you getting the payout, guys. And I know it sounds weird, but you almost have to imagine yourself getting to payout, chat. Right? You got to visualize it, because if you can't, nobody else is going to visualize it for you. So you almost have to visualize yourself, what it would feel like, right? What would I buy? What, would I save the money? Would I, reinvest the money? Like all that stuff you have to, and nobody's going to really support that, guys. Yeah, there's going to be people out there that are supportive, chat, but there's also going to be people out there that they just want to see the money, right? Like, hey, okay, well, you're saying all this stuff, but show me your, have you made money from it, right? You have your spouse, you have your girlfriend, and maybe she's, like, oh, you're trading. Okay. Well, like, how much money have you taken out so far? And then, you're like, oh, well, you're scratching your head because you haven't taken out anything. Right. I mean, it's like, so that's like in the back of their mind. So you know how it is, chat. You hang out, you go out with your girlfriend or something, right? Night out on the town, whatever. And maybe she, they have friends that, friends that's going to meet up with you guys. You're going to dinner. And then they're like, oh, yeah, what do you do? You're like, oh, yeah, I work at this job and I day trade. They're like, oh, you day trade. That's cool, right? Because everybody wants to know about day trading, chat, right? It's super interesting and all that. It's a topic, to talk about. But, and then they're like, oh, how much money, have you made a lot of money doing it and all that? And your girlfriend's sitting there like, awkward and, because you haven't taken a payout yet. And you're like, oh, I'm still working on it. Right? So it kind of starts to be this thing where you have to have that crazy self-confidence, guys, even when you're not getting payouts, that you're going to get to the promised land. And that's just what it is. Reginald York, 1 to 2 micros. Is it a good setup? If it's a good setup, maybe 3 to 6 if at most with the tight stop. How tight would you say? Thanks. Yeah. Reginald York's in the chat. Shout out to Reginald York. What up? I got my first payout seeing your videos last week, and this week I blow the account over trading, looking only for 150 profit to reach my second payout. Yeah. Shout out to you for getting that payout though, man. It's a process, guys. Right? It's a process. Don't, I would love to say that it's going to be all peaches and cream to kind of make you feel better, but it isn't, right? You're going to have days where you feel defeated, chat. You're going to have days where you're sick of losing. I mean, you got to be honest, right? Because this is, any other job or any other profession, whatever you want to call it, any other hobby, right? You're like, oh, I got to, if I can put in the effort and execute at a high level, then I'm gonna hit the goal. Well, that's not the same with trading. You can have everything mapped out on your charts, you can put in the time and all that, and all of a sudden Trump comes out and does a tweet and the market, stops you out, and you're in the negative now, right? And you were green on the day, and all you had to do was walk away, and you didn't account for that in your trading plan, chat, right? Like, it's like you didn't account for that. You didn't account for Trump coming out with a tweet that was not scheduled news, right? And all of a sudden you blew up. There's always going to be factors, chat, right? There's always going to be outside noise, outside factors, and you got to be able to kind of bounce back from it. That's all. Nothing but respect, sir. Taking time to stay and take questions even when you're not trading, you still dishing out the sauce. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I'm just vibing out here, guys. Gonna wrap this thing up in a minute or two here, go out and figure out the dinner option. So make no mistake about it, we'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock to get the party started. Day number 5 with Javier. So did trading ever make you cry? No, I don't think I've ever cried. I mean, chat, I've literally been super frustrated to the point where you almost want to cry. I mean, you're like, right? And like out of frustration, because maybe it's like I said, you got yoked on the candle. That whole yoke like terminology I use, guys, that's from personal experience, right? That's literally because I've seen that so many times kind of play out, and that's just some verbiage that I kind of came up with. So almost, haha. Oh yeah, guys, chat, I've been doing this for 10 years. I think in the beginning, like the first like year or two, guys, you're more emotional, and as you continue to trade, you get less emotional, right? Doesn't mean that you don't get frustrated, because I still get frustrated, right? I mean, it gets to the point where sometimes you could just you gotta laugh, because you're like, oh man, we're really gonna sit here and consolidate for another hour, right, in a 20-point range, and then all of a sudden you get a random bazooka candle for 200 points, guys, right? You gotta laugh about stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I think in the beginning you definitely you're more emotional, guys, than you are kind of trading for years and years and years, right? So 10 years of trading, it's like you're kind of used to the trickery now. You're kind of used to, it's and you just call it what it is. You guys have heard me say that. I'm like, hey, if the trade doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? Like, I mean, that's literally it. But it takes maturity with trading to be able to say that, guys, because you can get super emotional, right? Where every single trade you're trying, you can't accept the fact that it's a probabilities game where, your edge is your edge, and you're going to have losing trades. That's just what it is, right? Realizing that, hey, if I bat 60-70% win rate, that is actually a good win rate, guys, right? It's really high. And it's a mind shift. It's a mind shift, guys, because 60% in school, you're probably failing, right? And that's why I think people they're not looking at it the same way. That's all. I don't have it all figured out, guys. Right? I honestly don't. I mean, obviously I have my way of trading. A lot of people don't agree with that, right? That's your opinion, right? I don't have it all figured out. I'm still going to take losses. I'm still going to lose accounts. I'm still going to blow evals, right? I mean, that's just part of the game, chat. But the reality is that, I know that I've, looking back, right, from the start, I know there's been some growth there, right? Because, at this point, you got to be comfortable taking the trade, guys. Put it on, and right, if it doesn't work out, it's your A+ setup. Live with the probabilities. Let the probabilities play out, right? Because over time you got an edge that typically prints. So why would you switch? But that's what I was doing, guys. You got a solid strategy, and then all of a sudden maybe you got a bad day in the market, and all of a sudden I'm flipping to another strategy, right? So all I've done is lengthen my progress, right? Because if you stick to one strategy, chat, you are going to see success with it. It doesn't matter what that strategy is, to be honest, right? Because you're sticking to one strategy. You're going to have some kind of win rate based off of it, right? But if you keep bouncing around, good luck. gonna be toast. So I think momentum trading is the best trading overall, guys, right? Trading momentum, because it's price action, it's live, it's on the chart, it's what's happening, right? That's the edge. That's my edge, guys. Guys, right? That's PW's edge, momentum trading, because it's live, it's not delayed. You're literally looking at it on the chart. Perfect example of that was what we talked about earlier here, right? So this 30-minute candle down here, guys, this whole triple bottom, this is a momentum kind of setup, kind of building to go higher, right? Triple bottom, 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 bottom. That is not a bearish kind of like setup. That is a bullish setup. Once price got situated and pushed up, you never came back down here, right, to 320. We're still not down to 325 yet. But that's just, it takes time to kind of pick up on that, guys. It takes time. So I'm going to call it here, guys. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. I'll be back tomorrow with Javier in the house. Make no mistake about it. So we will be back in the AM, guys. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. I'm going to call it here, figure out the dinner option, guys. I'll be back in the AM. Until then, stay safe. If you're in South Florida, stay dry because we've had some rain. I think that's going to continue up until I think about 8 o'clock. So stay dry in that case. Until then, tomorrow, we gone.